Wow. Look at that. Vito, you got a little schmutz on your face.
What?
There. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Oh, no, that's not. All right.
You missed a little bit.
Got this penny taste in my mouth.
Is it penny or is it gasoline? Is it diesel?
It's a little something. A little trickle. A little something.
Yeah, a little something in the back of your throat.
Oh, we're going to have a great show. Oh, we're going to have a great show.
If it's a little something in the back of your throat,
Little
you're
something,
doing it wrong.
little something, little tickle, little tickle,
What do
little
you not
fun.
want to do right now? Give me a list of things you don't want to do.
I don't know. I don't know. I just want to.
You can't even say it. I don't want to eat.
Say it.
That's
don't want to eat.
Number one thing you don't want to do.
Yeah, it's true.
He doesn't want to eat, drink, or stop.
I want to put on a headlamp and organize magic cards. Ever tell that story?
No. Go for it. What story? Go for it.
I went to Vegas for GP Vegas, and I took a bunch of acid, and then I was just freaking out, and I was like, all these magic cards, I got to organize them.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't want to turn the lights on because I was sharing a hotel room with other guys, and I had like one of those like headlamps you wear, and I'm just in the dark at 2 a.m. My buddy's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "Just organizing the cards, man." He's like, "Go the fuck to bed," and I'm like, "I don't think I can."
Isn't it too bad that the cops can't arrest him for too many magic cards?
many
but
magic
they can arrest
cards.
anybody else.
I didn't know
Seriously?
you could do acid wrong until today.
Yeah, I should have been like walking around Vegas having fun, but
got
and I
these
did
magic
do that.
cards.
But then we got back to the hotel room and I was still on acid. Nobody else was, and I'm just like, well, I don't know. I got all this energy. I'm just in the dark in a fucking headlamp. Everyone's like, dude, go to bed. And I'm like, just the red cards go with the red cards, the white cards go with the white cards. But whatever.
My Keldon warlord needs its own army.
Keldon Warlord. Wow, that's a reference.
That was a reference.
That's a
all.
reference.
Nailed
Look,
it.
I played Magic when I was 15. I just stopped like a normal person.
Yeah, well,
Nah, don't say that.
I should have done
Normal
that.
person.
Sorry, Chad.
Speaking of which, we're working on getting a Magic the Gathering biggest problem tournament together. We got to find a venue for that.
How old is Magic the Gathering?
95, 94?
95?
No, it is probably 94.
Oh.
Actually, I think it's 93.
That's a
Legal.
little old for you then, isn't
It's
it?
a little old for me.
Was that
you know?
whole thing
I like
set
one of
up for
those,
that joke?
Yes.
Obviously. Should be playing one of these fresh new hip games the kids are into.
You're more into Hearthstone.
Every time I go to a Pokemon tournament, though, they go, "Get out of here!" Taking all these pictures.
Sorry, sir. We have a list and your name's on it.
Nick, how do you think do you think the super chats are going to be mean to you?
I hope so.
We're not going to read them unless they're over $20.
Yeah,
If
you
they're
know,
mean,
if they're mean,
if they're
you gotta pay.
We're going to change
Yeah.
what you said to be nice.
Exactly.
Unless you pay $20, then we'll read it as is.
Yeah, that's
the way it
good. I like this
goes.
rule. It's like a modification of the $20 rule that I invented.
Well, Nick, this is your second time appearing on Biggest Problem in the Universe. For
When
those
was
who
the
don't-
last time?
It's been at least a year and a half, right?
And
It's
how have
definitely
you
been over a year.
Yeah, nothing's. Not a lot's been going on with you, I don't think.
No, I'm just the exact same as before. Everything's
How's your killdozer going? Have you started working on
yeah,
Some
really.
sort of government
some sort of
revenge
a-
device.
Yeah, revenge device.
The hardest part of
fascists.
the hardest
Yeah.
part of the killdozer is wallpapering the inside with the names and addresses of government officials.
Yeah.
Like that makes it tough.
I would think you were joking if you weren't staring at
I don't know the terms of your
camera.
deal. What jokes am I allowed to make?
I didn't
you
even know when my
You
camera.
already have cocaine. That, by the way, that's actual cocaine that Vito has.
why
on his
would I not
nose.
do
I
real
saw
cocaine?
it off camera. Him snorting a shitload of cocaine and then he put flour on to disguise it.
I can verify this. I'm a drug recognition expert.
It's half cocaine and it's half the estrogen we fed Bo Blacks to make him trans. So we've corrupted a lot of people on this show.
Bo Blanks is trans now?
He's non-binary.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Which
He made
I-
a plushie of himself.
He
What do you think
did.
about this? What do you think about this?
Oh, God, this is the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Do you
But
think
is it
the
as gay
guy's
as the
in-
Bo Blacks plushie? Look at the Bo Blacks plushie
Where's
behind
that
you.
one?
It's right behind you.
We should,
It's way better than the Bo Blacks
this one, no, this is
plushie.
Super
That's
Killer
Vito's
too.
That's
girlfriend.
super cool. That's
This one?
yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
that's Bo
stapled
Blacks.
in there. That's Bo Blacks.
He's got a bra on.
What do you think the
That's-
guys in prison would think about this? This guy, Vito, the Vito plushie. What do you think?
I don't know. Like, I guess appetizing.
Yeah.
It's the-
It's a little tasty.
I mean, it's nice and
tasty morsel.
it's got a nice plush feel to it. You know, if you cut a hole in that, you'd have a pretty good time, I think.
I think it's false advertising.
I don't want
though.
to fuck Chinese.
Of all the cursed
sawdust.
items in here, you're literally in front of a Sonichu medallion, which many have blamed for the downfall of Nick Rekieta here. Nick, are you worried about being so close to the medallion?
Do you want to smash it?
No, I don't care about it. It's a
Oh,
medallion.
that's a mistake.
I lost mine forever. I found it the other day. I was looking for
Fuck,
something
what do you mean
else.
you found it again? You got to
It's
get
an
rid of that
entertainment
fucking
mistake.
thing.
It's
That's
not
how you
real.
know.
It's not a real thing, Vito.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
nothing
it's
happened
real.
since you got it. Nothing.
The medallion didn't fuck up. I did. It's really easy to
Yeah,
fuck
because it's fucking dark, sinister rape powers were seeping their way into you.
That didn't
You have to
happen.
rape
The
your own
spirit of an
mom to get
autistic.
rid of it.
I think he raped his mom. I don't know what actually happened.
Christian?
There. Yeah.
Yeah, what are you talking
Yeah, I
about?
think
He said he
Null
did.
made him do it. Null was
Null made him do it.
I mean, it seems
Do you think
like
Noel
it.
jerked off to the idea of him doing it?
No, I don't think Null can jerk
I
off.
think Null can see his penis.
can
at this
only
point,
jerk
the
off
way he
to
talks
soda.
about soda and
Is what he said.
calories or whatever.
Okay. Do you
I
want to
can't
do a
do
show?
enough vocal fry for a Null impression. It's like I don't know if I,
I
can.
think you can.
Can I mainline some estrogen first?
Are you cold?
No, no.
Okay.
I just don't want my nipples to show. Leave me alone.
Why?
I don't
You guys
I'm
are so like sensitive about your
self-conscious.
nipples.
Mine are very large.
Huh.
Really?
You get them
No.
tattoos.
I've never thought more about Nick Rekieta's nipples than I did just now.
That's a trick.
Biggest
It is cold.
That's your
problem in the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe. The only show. Fuck, I forgot to get a rhyme too.
God damn
that
it.
ranks every problem in the universe, from unfunny women to.
What the? They can't say that. From milking your
Oh.
tits to what do you mean unfunny women? Because
I was
Chrissy
talking
was
about,
the guest
I
last
saw
week.
Male Feminist and Bill Burr. I wasn't thinking Chrissy Mayer. I really wasn't.
What the fuck was that? Like
I
2
was
seconds into the show, the biggest problem
really
in the universe is
wasn't. I really
unfunny
wasn't.
women.
I
We had
really
Chrissy
wasn't.
Mayer as the guest last week. Don't fucking say that.
I really wasn't.
Jesus
I was thinking about
Christ.
Bill Burr.
Oh, it's about
I was
Bill
thinking about
Burr?
Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Chrissy
and then women
is
came out.
unfunny.
No, she's
No.
funny.
No, the
She's
only
funny.
stand-up show I was going to go to with her,
No,
she
stop. She's funny.
ran away from it.
Well, what? I don't fucking know.
Chrissy
Look,
ruined my
was a
entire
great
life.
guest.
Like, it's
our
terrible.
audience of incels.
If I were you, I would really be pissed at Chrissy.
I am. I'm very mad at her.
Well, I heard that Chrissy
No, your
introduced
dad
you to
got
it.
killed.
like
Yeah,
your
sure,
lawyer.
sure he did.
Yeah.
That guy's going to turn up in 2 years, still alive.
Yeah.
So is Chrissy the root of all your problems? Is what I was hearing.
Yeah, it wasn't me at all. It's her fault. She kept
Chrissy Mayer
texting me.
introduced
She's
you
like,
to some
now
people?"
do drugs on your live stream.
She has that way about her.
It is kind of like, well, you're not a stand-up comedian, and you agreed to do a stand-up comedy show. Like that
thought
is
that was
kind of a
funny.
sin. You know?
Yeah, but like I
it's
thought
like a
it was.
modern sin.
The idea was that I was going to do a bad job.
Yeah.
But
and
then
then
her,
set up the stage for all the good
For all the-
comedians.
but then her dad gets killed, and so she's not there. And it's like, oh, now you're the headlining act, other than Lila Hart. But like Lila's tiny, so she can't headline anything.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was right. Didn't her dad get like murdered or something?
Yeah, her
crazy?
dad got murdered the day, like 2 days before she was supposed to be on the comedy show.
Well, that's a pretty downer fucking comedy show then. Our headliner's dead.
Yeah, then
and
Lila
we
Hartman,
got a
like,
lawyer to do some jokes here. Did you at least do lawyer jokes?
no, I did a bunch of racist jokes.
Well, that's good.
You
too.
I'm in
did.
Central
I didn't
Min-
know they were jokes. It was just racist comments.
Yeah, it was just racist commentary.
The thing
It's
about
like-
Chinese people is they got squinty eyes.
The
Nick,
Jews
it's not
had
really
it
a-
coming, and I finally got to give it to them.
not
I didn't
really a
mean Chrissy when
punchline there.
I said unfunny women. I didn't mean her.
Yeah, okay.
I was just looking at this sheet.
I just
I
said-
didn't mean
I
it.
just said what the paper said.
Well, I was looking at Bill Burr, and I was like, unfunny, and then I kind
Well,
of.
because he was on The View, you're saying? That
Right,
was the,
yes.
Okay, there we go.
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I just...
Don't fuck with me, all right?
I'm not fucking
You know
with
what
you.
I was talking about. You know that I didn't mean Chrissy.
I didn't come up with a rhyme. Let's see.
didn't
What
come up with
happened?
it. You don't do
What
anything.
happened last show? Let's see. Unfunny women. It's
Bill
just,
Burr
it's a
made me
bad
think
look.
of The View.
It's a bad
I
look.
know it's a bad look, but I don't.
I just had to
I
clarify.
didn't mean it. I didn't
know,
mean
okay.
it.
Sure.
I'm
I like
lost.
Chrissy Mayer. She was great on the show. We had a lot of fun. Good episode.
No,
You're talking
Chrissy's
about
awesome.
milk a lot, though.
We were talking a lot about
You
milk.
were talking about milk a lot. You.
Well, hold on. No, I came over, and her and the other one are just talking
My
about
wife?
just talking
Yeah.
about squeezing milk out of their tits, and they're going through fucking.
Vito's like, I squeeze
They're
chocolate milk
pulling
out of my tits.
I wish I could, honestly. They were taking out these little thermoses. Chrissy Mayer was showing her breast milk off. Like it was in the fucking container.
Rock.
Yeah, the rock fucking
Dun,
container.
dun, 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 dun. Losers always whine about doing their best when they suck my milk. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
cool.
it was pretty cool. She had like this like custom.
You got all uncomfortable though.
I got uncomfortable?
You're just talking about milk way too much.
I think it's kind of interesting when a lady. Okay, as I said, like we're never gonna at some point in our life start secreting a different substance than what we've been secreting our entire lives. Okay, I know about sweating, I know about peeing, I know about pooping, I know about
See how
crying.
weird it is?
This is so fucking awkward.
Okay,
you
but
know
at
men
no
can
point,
lactate.
it's like if you woke up tomorrow and you started shitting strawberry jam, you'd be like, "That's a new thing that my body that has never come out of my body
Chased
before."
everyone out of the studio, by the way.
Will you stop lactating on the show? Vito?
Whatever.
Like, this
And
is
then
disgusting.
your lady was so excited about the magic canister of milk that I went on the gift registry and I got you one.
Thanks.
You're
and then
welcome.
you put "Save me some."
What do you mean?
She goes, "Oh my God, look what Vito put on the thing."
gift
I said, "I don't
note?
want to see it. I don't want to see what Vito said on the."
So I bought you a $100 like titanium breast milk canister. It was one of the most expensive.
I don't want you to have bought
items
me
on
that
the registry.
though. I'm gonna send it back.
No,
I'm
now
gonna send
every
it back
time-
and buy
now
another
every
one
time that
with the
she's
credit.
milking herself, you got to think about how Vito bought the device
I already
to
sent
squirt
your
it
one
into.
back, and I bought another one.
Doesn't matter because it's still
No,
my.
it's different.
The idea
It's a
came from
different
me.
one. It's a different one.
And I put a
Came
gift
from
note
Chrissy.
in there that said, "Save me, son."
I sent that back too.
It's disgusting. Vito, can I sniff your mustache for
Yeah,
no reason?
absolutely. Get in here.
How you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough for a while. I don't know. Like the government decided to put a strap on and really go to town on me for a while.
Don't
But-
threaten me with a good time.
But it's mostly over now.
Okay.
I'll be sentenced next month, and like my sentence is really simple. It's like just don't drink or do drugs for a while.
How long is a while? Do you know?
Wow.
No, we get to argue about that. So it's kinda
Cool.
cool.
You get to argue about at what point. Like, I could probably do some more drugs at this point,
Yeah, I
right?
can do some drugs now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
The drinking though, that's annoying. Like, why does drinking get lumped in with drugs?
It's a dumb thing that, in my opinion, dumb that Minnesota does. If there's
Yeah.
a substance crime at all, they demand abstinence from any mood-altering substance that doesn't have a prescription.
Right.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, like, I've got more
Can you
prescription
still get
drugs.
nagged by your wife? Because that's mood altering for
You
me.
got to be prescribed for that. too.
Okay. Bitch,
But
you're
they-
going to jail.
They do that. But like, I'm on more prescription meds now than I was on like fun drugs
I wouldn't
before.
be saying stuff like that.
It's just true. It's so weird.
Okay, but mood-altering substances, like, they don't stop you from ingesting
Chalupa.
sugar, you know? or,
sugar.
No,
They
sugar,
should
caffeine,
hammer
like
you with sugar.
Yeah, you can anything.
nicotine is fine as well, which is weird because like nicotine gets special treatment in all drug discussions
Yeah.
because you cannot fucking
You can't
stop
just
people
kick
from
it.
smoking.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
kill themselves.
But no, they do tell you like no liquor at all. It's
Yeah.
like, well, but I didn't like run over children with my car or anything while drinking. I just did that while I wasn't drinking.
You would
should
also
have.
think, hey, like, drinking makes me not have to do drugs because at least I got something. You're taking all the
that's
fun
not how it
away.
works.
I know.
It is really.
Instead, you go, hey, you know what would make this liquor better?
Why don't you put some more cocaine on
Let
your
me get a
face,
little bit
you
more
know?
cocaine here.
I do think
Cocaine?
that-
What are you talking about?
See,
No.
I would have done it like the whole box.
Did you have to critique my stupid
Well, you just
2-second
had this
bit?
like you had this edgy comedian idea,
Commit to the
and
joke.
you bitched out.
I didn't bitch out. It
Like
was,
I would have done it all over my face, dumped it out. But
you
you
could
bitched
have.
out.
You had the opportunity.
It wasn't
to do
my
that.
idea, though. It wasn't
He
my
can't-
idea.
He can't
You're
steal a
just-
joke from someone who's less funny.
I hate you guys.
You just bitched out. That's all.
I was literally smearing on my face, and I said, "Does this look
You're
good?"
like that's like candy ass stuff.
Okay.
Okay. GCICW Vito is excited to talk to a woman. Last episode, Deranged Ape says, "What's your favorite part of Chrissy's stand-up?" My favorite part is when Chrissy says that she moved from being a single lady comedian to a married comedian, so she's doing sandwiches now. She's making sandwiches and doing like jacket off stuff because it's negative towards women.
We should have talked about how I didn't go to her stand-up thing last time she was in town. That would have been a good discussion.
Why is doing a jack off thing negative towards women? Like, don't you want?
Because she's saying that women comedians are just doing like jacking off their dicks in their face.
Yeah. So.
Well, it's like my vagina. That's what she's saying.
Stop.
I guess.
Funny. I don't know. What do you want me to say? It's funny.
I haven't seen it.
No, I thought you were saying it was not
I don't think
funny,
I've ever
not
seen
good.
Chrissy
My
stand-up.
bad.
I should.
She invited you personally.
I know,
Star
and I
Wars
didn't
girl
go.
Was there.
Star Wars girl was there. You guys sat.
You could have
in-
made a lot of inroads.
Wasn't there like plastic lawn chairs in somebody's house?
It was a rape.
It looked like a rape dungeon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
I almost went. I've always told. I was like. She said it was like a VFW hall. I'm like, oh, I love a good
not a
VFW hall.
VFW hall.
It's just like the back of somebody's fucking garage. They built a
It
bar
was a
into.
VFRW hall.
I did start driving over there. I just by the time I got over
Veterans
there, it
of
was
foreign
over.
rape.
Veterans of foreign rape.
Rape boys.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Alexa Dame says, Vito, I used to work in Goodwill for 4 years in SoCal. Wow, that's specific. We never washed the clothes. Goodwill does not have washer machines. What the fuck? We
Can you
tag
not?
them and put them on the sales floor straight from the donation we get from the people in the city. If it looks dirty, we toss in a bin to recycle. I suggest, and then there's a comma, there's a space and a comma, and there's no space after the comma.
Nice.
Lowercase I suggest to everyone to wash the clothes you buy from Goodwill.
Well, I didn't
No
get it
final
from Goodwill,
punctuation.
so
Yeah,
we're good.
Did I see that right? Like you got shoes from Goodwill or something, wearing them barefoot?
No, my shoes are disgusting, and I don't wear socks.
Why
And
don't
I'm
you
currently
wear,
barefoot.
Why don't you wear socks?
I just don't like them.
Why do you hang around this thing?
I
don't you
don't
wear
like
socks? Why
socks.
don't you
I
wear
don't.
socks?
I just don't like wearing them.
How thin of a sock could we get you in?
If I could get a thinner sock, maybe that's the problem. Is I got too thick a
You got to
sock.
get business socks.
You like wearing raw shoes?
Yeah.
Ash00 Vito
People wear
wearing those.
Crocs. It's like the same
No,
thing.
people don't wear Crocs. Children wear Crocs.
No,
You
there's
hose those down though.
these guys wear sandals all the time. I'll get sandals.
Yeah, Vito wearing those gross shoes barefoot might be the grossest thing about him for me.
Thank
Huiman says Chrissy is an inspiration to all up-and-coming comedians. She knows you don't have to even tell jokes to be one.
I know.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that
think she's
either.
funny.
I'm just saying, people always go, hey, how come you guys never get guests on the show? And I go, well, because every time we get a guest,
We get guests all the fucking time. I don't know.
The comments.
Who
Every
says
day.
that?
Every show has a guest.
The comments go, oh, fuck you, this fucking sucks, and I like the show better when there's no guests. Duh.
Those are trolls.
I know.
Onion Desu, Vito, if you really cared about comfort, you would weigh 150 pounds.
I'm working on that.
Which way you?
Well, you
How hard are
know,
you
I want to go
working?
up first, so it's more fun to come back down.
Like a roller coaster.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get to the heights first.
I want to go
I
up,
did that
go
before.
up.
I gotta
That's
say,
great.
I watched a little bit of that lol cow fat camp thing. And if
You
you're,
would be better on that show.
well, obviously,
You should have been Wing's wife.
I would have had first of all, I would do great on lol cow because I know how to corral those fucking idiots. They
Yeah.
always get off topic and just end up talking about nothing.
That
But
show sucks.
it's terrible. The best part of it is when one of them loses his mind and tries to beat up his wife, and I'm like, well, now we got to entertain.
She
them.
had it coming too. Like, what's she like jumping in front of a tank? Like, no shit, bitch. You got knocked over. Wow. I can't believe that happened.
Well, it is wild that Keemstar goes, well, we had to fire him. And then the next day he goes, by the way, we've made an exclusive trading card of Wings, fighting everybody and knocking his wife down.
Did you see that? Did you see Wings?
No.
You know
Wait,
Wings
No, I
of
don't,
Redemption?
I don't watch any of that shit. Like,
they're
it's
doing
not
it-
interesting.
Well, you
to
might
me.
see the clip. I don't
Yeah, I
watch
would.
it either, but
Yeah, I've been busy. Sorry.
They're doing a fat camp where they have
yeah,
a bunch of fat
they should do
guys
Coke
hanging out.
camp.
I was
I'd
just
watch
gonna say,
that.
I watched that. I watched a little bit, the clip of Jordy knocking his fat wife down and Boogie trying to stop him or whatever else, and I went,
Boogie didn't do shit.
yeah, Boogie didn't do
Boogie
shit.
didn't even move.
But you didn't like
think
shoot off
Boogie's
into
just
the
sitting
air,
there.
like just
No.
stop now. Bam, 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 bam.
You didn't see Jordy knocking
Boogie
his
should
wife
embrace
over?
that.
Did it happen this week?
Yeah.
No, I took my kids to the water park this week.
Oh, you got to see this clip real quick. So basically, they're doing a fat camp, and Wings of Redemption was arguing with Keemstar about the location they got because the internet's spotty or something.
Oh, that's why.
I guess, yeah. And then
Yeah, look at how
somehow,
hideous
Come
he
on,
is.
it's just all bullshit.
it's always got to
all
be a guy
fucking
talking
bullshit.
over it. Wings pushes his wife at fat camp.
Yeah.
This is, of course, Wings, who was formerly on the PKA podcast.
People are saying that he's a pedophile or something. Have you heard that?
There's like something. I don't know. I mean, like, they say that about everybody at this point.
Not me. People don't say that about me.
Not everybody, Vito.
No one says that about you
Shockingly,
ever.
there's one person in this room that people say that about.
Yeah. No one has ever said that about anyone other than me. I got it. Hold on. Move it over so they can fucking see it.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
Get
Oh
the
my
audio. Get
God.
the audio. Click the little audio thing.
Go calm down. That's your wife.
Look at how sweaty he is already.
That's
God, it's
Boogie says
disgusting.
that's your wife.
That's-
Like, yeah, that's
yeah.
the first person I would want to throw in the ground.
I was going to
What the
say,
fuck you talking
my
about?
favorite part of this clip was there's one bitch who comes in at the end and she just keeps going, "That's your wife! That's your wife, dude! That's your wife!" And I just left a comment. I'm like, was that his wife? I wasn't sure. I needed some bitch to scream it 12 times.
Who's the planet that's bigger than Wings in the blue?
Oh, that's Billy the Fridge. We like him.
Man, he put weight
Oh,
back
he was on
PKA,
right?
No, Billy the Fridge
he's
was on
guested
Drunken
on there.
Drunken
Drunken
Peasants.
Peasants,
Okay.
yeah.
I knew I was
really
on a
like
show with
Billy,
him.
but he's put the weight back on. It makes me sad.
He's been in the hospital, too. He's got to watch it.
I don't have
too
anything
much.
against him. He's
Eating?
massive
I don't
because
know.
Wings is
He had,
huge
like, a
and
heart
Wings
attack,
looks
I
normal
thought.
compared to him.
Well, that's what I was saying as I watched this, and I went, look, man, I don't feel great about my weight, but when I see Billy the Fridge, Wings of Redemption, and Boogie, I go, I'm doing all right.
I think that's the worst part, that it makes people like you feel good about themselves.
Fat Cope. That's why all those shows. See, you watch that Fat Doctor show. And
Doctor
you're,
Now.
Yeah, your enjoyment out of
You
it.
could lose 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Fucking hammer.
But you
them.
don't understand that, like, smaller fats like me, we watch that as well, and we go, like, well, at least I'm
Smaller-
not that fucking...
Smaller fats.
Smaller
he
fats.
says.
Vito, I'm pulled towards you constantly. It's
The I've noticed you've been
disgusting.
leaning slowly towards my
Not trying to.
gravitational pull, yeah.
We should measure fat guys and like how low their dick hangs on their like undergunned thing.
You can set that up, I'm sure.
How low
you
their
can
dick
measure
hangs.
all the
Yeah,
fat
'cause,
guys'
like, they got
dicks,
that-
Nick.
the weird like thing that
Once the
goes.
gun goes past.
Well, now that you can't
Yeah.
drink, you're going to have a lot of free time, so maybe you can set
Yeah.
up that fucking business.
Scientific
It's part of you,
experiments are
like-
incoming. Yeah, I need to measure fat men's penises
Nick's House of
immediately.
Fat Dick Measuring. Come on in. I got all sorts of dials.
Is part
and
of you
rulers.
upset that you're not going to jail, so you could just like relax and like not have any, not have,
Not
any
have kids
strain
yelling in
and
your
talking-
ear and then-
people screaming at you?
It's a weird thing
That's how I
because
would feel.
some people do have the option to go to jail rather than be on probation for like a long time. Like,
Yeah.
well, you could do,
Do
6
like a
months in
month?
jail.
Oh, 6 months.
Or you could do 5 years of probation or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And
6 months is too much.
yeah, 6 months
2
would be.
months would be good. 2 months.
Yeah.
2 months would be
And-
fun.
That would be good.
There would have been some level where it would have been something I would have considered, but they
Yeah.
never offered it. It's like, no, we don't want to pay for you to be in jail. It's like, please, like, I need time.
Well,
I need affection from men.
Four,
Yeah, it's just like a
415,
boys'
Nick.
club. Apparently, Cosby had a real good time in prison. He was loving it.
Bill Cosby?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because he was first of all, he's blind, so he can't see anything that's going on anywhere.
So it could be a woman fucking.
It could be a
just tell
woman
them they're
fucking.
women.
No,
Yeah,
no
that's
one's
cool.
fucking Bill Cosby up the ass. Come on.
Are you kidding? You don't think the Aryan Nation has a price on Bill
I gotta
Cosby's
be real. It's pretty.
asshole?
That's a good scalp to get. Is you go, hey, yeah, you think you're cool? I raped Bill Cosby. So
There's
think
got to
about
be
that.
like a celebrity rape brag board
Yeah.
in prison.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
No, apparently he's just telling stories, playing checkers. All the inmates loved him. I think he's sad to be out.
415 Nick, you mean to tell me Vito made up for his shitty, unrelatable problem last time Chrissy was on by bringing in another shitty, unrelatable problem for her second appearance?
What was my shitty, unrelatable problem last week?
I don't remember.
No one else does either. Vito.
Well, fantastic.
Awkwardly Poised says, Vito, nobody wants to hear you talk about the concept of work, hard or otherwise. If I want to hear someone ramble about something they don't even understand conceptually, I'll tell an LLM! What do you think about that?
Nailed me to the wall.
Atticus Finch said, I left a comment on YouTube saying I would love to fuck Chrissy and her giant milky tits, and they deleted it
I can't believe
and
that.
sent me a warning message. What's that about? Did you delete that?
I have nothing to do with that. No, I can't send a YouTube warning message.
Well, someone did.
I'm
so
sure
don't
a lot
talk
of people
about
want
her
to fuck
tits.
Chrissy's milky tits. I get it. They were big. They were swollen.
Engorged.
I mean,
is
I
the
had to go
proper
back.
term.
I had to go back to make the thumbnail for the show, and the whole show, she's like, because remember, her tit was hurting because it was backed up with milk or whatever. So the whole show, she's doing
See?
this.
What are you talking about? He's like
I'm just saying. That's what and I went. They are large.
okay.
Frank's a lucky man.
Man, it's great having a wife with an engorged, uncomfortable breast. It's awesome.
Well, you know, it's better than having nothing at all. You know,
Anything's better than what you
anything's
have.
better than what I got.
Can't identify with you there, brother.
Better than coming into a jar with a My Little Pony figurine in it every night.
How much for that? Would you do that?
We'll talk. We'll talk numbers.
I don't want to
Does
talk
the
me and
pony
you.
have to be engorged?
Does the pony have to be? No, it's a little figurine. You're trying to
Just
fill
with
the jar.
one like overfilled nipple on the
Yeah.
pony?
Wyatt says grill tips. To preface this, I work grill at a top 10 restaurant in my city.
I work grill. Can I say I hate the way that guys who work in a restaurant talk about
like,
working in a restaurant?
Guys throwing out slang that they know you don't.
Yeah.
That normal people don't use.
I work
It's so
grill.
Fucking
I
infuriating.
work grill.
But like that's like
I work the grava.
You work the grill. No, I work grill.
I work at a restaurant.
I work at a restaurant.
I'm a chef at a restaurant.
I cook the food.
that's an ambiguous comment though, right? Like, well, I work at a
cook
top 10
food
restaurant.
at a restaurant. Say that.
If I say I work at a top 10 restaurant in my town, there's only like 6 restaurants.
Yeah.
So that's not impressive at all. I don't know where his town is.
It could be any grill. Yeah.
Gay Town. He's a top 10 cum eating restaurant at Gay.
Oh, I know
Both
guys who
chefs
like that.
James Beard awarded. Just a great place. Vito's right on 2-zone grilling, but it's not needed. If you can feel out the hot spots on your grill and sear on the hot spots and then move to the cold spots after searing, resting your meat for 5 to 7 minutes is great. Rest longer for how thick your meat is.
Always
Oiling
rest
your
your
grill
meat.
is necessary for searing your meat veggies. Would you put fat in your pan on the stovetop, so you should also rest on your grates?
He's right.
So garbage grilling was my unrelatable problem, and yet here, a man who works
Just
grill.
oil a rag and
came
wipe
on
it over
in.
the grates with some tongs so it coats evenly.
That sounds good. That's a good
this like an
advice.
SEO
No,
guy?
actually, I could use that
If you're
tip.
cooking steak, try finding some shoulder petite tenderloin. You have to probably go to the butcher for it. I'm not doing that.
Shoulder petite tenderloin.
Some of the best cuts of beef grilling in my... Okay.
I've gone to a fancy butcher shop, but I was too intimidated. I was like, I don't fucking know what to ask for.
It was like a fat Italian off.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Ding. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh,
What do you want
hey,
there,
oh.
buddy? Hey, what
Yeah.
are we getting you? And I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, do you have a
No.
voted up this week?
No, because we have Nick Riccato, we have a guest, we have a lot to talk about. So we're just going to get right into the problems, I think.
My problem is Crybaby Businesses.
CBBs.
CBBs. Can you believe the Quarterings
Bankrupt?
the Quarterings Coffee Company is fucked up? Can you believe
Man.
the
Can you
Quarterings
believe
fucked up?
brilliant businessman who offered to Elon Musk to work for him?
The Quartering
Remember
was
that?
going to be the CEO of Twitter,
like,
someone who knows not a goddamn thing about running a billion-dollar ad company.
Elon, I can do it. I can do it. I'm really busy,
Yeah.
but I can take over Twitter for you. Just
Yeah.
give me a shot.
That was his real honest-to-God shot.
His pitch. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't go over.
And then he...
Instead, Elon Musk said, "Nah, I'm gonna have Ian Miles Cheong be my second in command for some fucking reason."
And then the Quartering said that he would give Eric July anything you need,
Anything you
Eric,
need.
including sexual things. He didn't say, "I'll give you anything you need, Eric, except for sexual things." He said, "Anything you need," which means if Eric
Then-
needs to get
yeah.
jacked off,
Quartering's
Quartering
there.
do
Eric
it.
July is an interesting litmus test where if somebody like comes out and says like I support Eric July, I go, oh, you're fundamentally
Retarded.
yeah,
Yeah.
unintelligent.
You know, Eric
Because
July owes
how do
me
you not
money,
see through
right?
that? How?
does?
Why?
He said he would pay for my rehab.
Oh, that's true. I remember him saying that.
I
Are you
did,
gonna do it?
'Cause he
I
prayed
did
for
rehab
you.
already. Like,
Yeah.
so he owes me money. I had to pay for it.
how
So,
much?
It's like $3,000.
I think we got to
Oh,
get that
man.
money. I think we got to get that money.
Would you take ISOM statues?
Yeah, will you take
No,
that
I want stuff
copies?
that's worth money.
He meant $3,000 using the Eric July accounting system, where each
Yeah.
dollar is technically $12.
I'm
minus-
just saying, he said a bunch of people made these public promises like, I'll help Nick out this way. And none of them
That was
fulfilled
before
them.
you got arrested,
Yeah.
too, wasn't it?
No, it was after.
Oh, it was after?
Yeah, it was
I
after.
thought it was the stream.
He's like,
the
look,
stream
I just
you did,
got,
and then
I got prayers for Nick and like,
Yeah.
put our beef aside. And I'll pay for his rehab. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, let's do that. I
Yeah.
like this idea.
Yeah, I like free
So-
money.
Rehab, you just basically go party and do drugs.
Well, the most annoying part of all of this, I think, was all the guys who were like waiting for you to have this big teary-eyed come to Jesus moment. They're like, when's Nick going to make the video where he goes, you guys, I'm really at the bottom of the barrel and I need a lot of help out here, you know?
I'm
And
only.
I fell off the wagon and the evil Dick Masterson taught me how to party and I hate it. I just hate it.
I hate partying.
I
that
hate
fucking
partying.
dick did this
I
to
hate
me.
partying
He
and having
did
sex
this
with
to
women.
me.
It's the worst thing in the world. Please make it
If
stop.
if I haven't done a line of cocaine off of you, you're not getting an apology.
Yeah, so
just
there was
on
all.
that
It was really annoying on Twitter. I'd see all these cocksuckers being like, I'm really hoping Nick, wakes up to some of the people who are leading him down a path. And, it was like so fucking
There's so many of them.
sanctimonious.
The other funny thing
Yeah.
is, like, almost all these people knew I was doing a bunch of cocaine because
They're all doing cocaine. Of course,
I
they
offered it
fucking
to half
are.
of them. Like, I'm like, oh, we're going to be at the same show. You want some coke? Like, some of them would do it, some of them wouldn't.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
whatever,
can
it's
just fully
fucking-
talk about it now, right?
Yeah, like,
you're-
because it was my coke.
There are YouTubers who are
It was-
just.
It was mine. That's what. I
You
told.
admitted that to the judge.
I told
at
the
this point.
court,
Yeah,
like,
it's
no,
mine.
that was mine. It was my coke for personal use.
right.
Yeah.
And I would
Not
have
for
done.
business use.
You're not just covering for your kids at this point.
Damn it! Don't be funny. Nobody was.
Can Eric pay for your
It's
kids'
actually my
rehab?
12.
Is that
Yeah,
on
that's
the
more
table?
expensive, probably.
Space camp.
It was mine.
I was
Rehab.
taking lessons from her on how to do cocaine. It was really crazy.
I'm just saying, it's like, oh my
Yeah.
god, like a fucking YouTube guy that does a little bit of fucking, I don't know, man. There was a lot of like holier than thou bullshit.
Yeah, you're way worse than
I'm way worse.
him.
Quartering got so pissed drunk that he literally was pissed drunk. He pissed in a fucking can on a stream.
He's probably driven drunk. I bet. I would bet the
Absolutely.
Quartering's driven
Quartering
drunk with how
pissed
much
in
he
a
drinks.
drain in his basement.
Yeah, he walked over to the corner of his basement,
Which is
pissed
awesome.
in the
I would
drain.
too. Like, I don't
yeah, why
no problem
not?
with
It's
that.
a hole to the sewer. I don't give a shit.
So anyway,
but
the
still.
Quartering made the Quartering's coffee business. The Quartering paid a bunch of hyper progressive lesbians
Yes.
to make coffee for him. And then like him and all these guys, all these YouTube guys that know nothing about running businesses, they're all they just try to sell shit to their stupid fans, right?
And it's a lot of white label bullshit where
It's all white label shit.
I've
Easy
talked to guys who are
wins,
like,
easy wins.
wow, it's really cool that Jeremy's making coffee. I'm like, do you think he knows how to roast coffee? Do you think he bought a fucking coffee roaster?
So
you
he tried to
retard?
do that because he was
Well,
paying.
then I guess he did try to actually
And
do it,
now
which is
he's-
actually more
now he's
stupid than just doing what he
$300,000
should
in
have
debt.
done. Like what he was supposed to be doing was having lesbians make coffee for him, and everybody said this coffee's really
or
good.
you know it, anybody.
Yeah,
You
anyone.
didn't have to hire hyper progressive
Whatever.
penis, little boys' penis
The
chopping
point
off
is,
lesbians.
he was getting coffee beans from who gives a shit, putting his dumb fuck coffee brand coffee herder
so,
label
man,
on
Rick
there.
and Morty coffee. That's what I want.
apolitical coffee.
And you
It's
know
like,
what? You
coffee is all apolitical.
Right.
Even if you try to make it political, it's still just coffee. Because
I
the
don't-
coffee can't make you Republican or Democrat.
No.
Yeah.
Like if you buy Black Rifle coffee, you don't just become like a whiny bitch. You are just
You have to
buying
be a
it.
whiny bitch who buy. Yeah, that's why you're buying the coffee. Alex Jones is not in the back of Infowars, stuffing each alpha brain
not
pill.
orange,
You
is
know.
So here's
Quartering
the Quartering's video. Oh,
Why
he's-
does he look like he has cancer?
I love
of his
when he does
coffee.
these.
his,
there's-
his coffee gives you cancer?
Did he lose definition in his face? He looks like a corpse.
There is
on Ozempic.
no one on the internet
It is
who is better
Ozempic.
at pretending to be poor than Jeremy. Like he is so good. He's like, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I lost $20,000. It's like, dude, you made $60,000 this week.
Oh yeah, dude, he's making
easily.
easy money. I remember when he was like, "I just need a new thing to collect." And I said, hey, you should collect Neo Geo games. They're kind of expensive.
Yeah.
And then he just went and he bought every single one. Probably like a $50,000 collection of Neo Geo games just appeared behind him. And then like a couple weeks later, he's like, I don't actually want these. Does anyone want to buy my Neo Geo collection? But at that point, he was already mad at me because of the Eric July shit. And I was like, shit, I could have got those Neo Geo games at a good fucking price.
Speaking of
And I
YouTube,
sent him an email from a dummy account where I said, hey, Jeremy, I'm a longtime fan, and I noticed you're selling your Neo Geo games. If you're looking to get rid of those, maybe I could work
You
out
are
a
so
deal.
fucked.
He didn't email me back.
Because it reeks of Vito.
Dude, I could have got like a fucking whole Neo Geo collection for 50% off. Like he was just dumping
buy
them.
like a little Raspberry Pi and have
it's not
all
the
of the.
same.
No, it's not the
the
same.
big
Nick.
fucking
That's
I know
not
it's
the
not.
same. It's not the same.
Speaking of YouTube businesses, I am selling half-size straws coming up very soon.
I would buy
Ricada Law
that.
branded half-size straws for when you have a small drink. that
I'm
you
opening
need.
a candy company. Nick Ricada's Delicious Sugar Candy. Comes with a straw, pixie stick straw, and you and the kids can have a good time.
powdered sugar,
And the
baking
kids.
soda,
And
and
the kids.
flour.
Only-
Man.
Cornstarch additional.
I do think that if they're gonna stick you with a fucking sentence, you at least got to make some novelty gifts for the fans.
Yeah.
A little something back. All
I
right, what's he
did
gonna
wanna
tell
do
me about?
like a Ricada Law mystery box that had like a bunch of great stuff in it, like
Okay.
like little baggies of different.
You need more. Do you even have T-shirts or anything?
My merch game is really weak.
You didn't bring. You gotta have a T-shirt. I want a Nick Ricada T-shirt.
What do you want it to say? Like, what do you want it to be?
I fucked this guy's wife, and all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
God damn it!
Another win for the team.
Vito, my wife is over 12. No one believes it.
This guy's wife, and all I got was a T-shirt.
I would buy that. I would wear that. That's great.
It's fine.
That's pretty good. Anyway, I have not watched this video of Jeremy.
I haven't
the
watched it
Quarter
either. I
crying.
can't watch 11 minutes.
I
of
know.
This
Let's
guy
see if we
crying.
can
It's
find
like it's
a-
Crybaby Businesses. It's like your business sucks, so you're gonna cry about your.
Instead of making your
You're being
business better,
targeted.
you're going to cry about how everyone should give you money to keep your shitty business afloat.
He looks
Yeah.
like Bud from Day of the Dead.
It's like there's no way your coffee's good, bro. There's just no way. Like you don't
Yeah, he would
care
look
about
way
coffee.
more
You
awake.
care about.
Well, did you
liberals.
read what he said? He said he apparently, and somebody found like his like, did he file bankruptcy or something? They had like financial
He
documents or
filed
something.
gay-rupsy.
Well, apparently he spent
Straight
$80,000 on a K-cup machine to make his own custom
K-cups
K-cups.
is just trash.
Yeah, why are
It's
you making
trash.
fucking K-cups? Just put the white bag fucking label coffee on the website and forget about it.
I made coffee. Like I sold coffee.
Yeah.
And it was with a
Careful where you
roaster
put the
out
white
in.
So yours was a good idea because it was funny.
It was good. Yeah, it was funny. It was
Get a
good.
bag
It
of
took
dicks
little
is a
bit.
very
Get
good
a bag of
pitch.
dicks. But it was like, yeah, it's just not making enough money. So
pain in the
you know,
ass.
forget it,
Yeah.
right? But his like meme coffee.
He's been doing this forever. I don't. Yeah, but I didn't know he was
Every
losing
business
money
that he
on
has
it.
fails up to $300,000. Then he needs money.
He
Isn't that
like
odd?
launched his coffee on my channel. You know that, right?
Did he? He said, "I'm doing this." Were you like? Did you have to pretend to be excited for his white label fucking bullshit coffee?
Look, I'm excited when anybody makes something and they want to
He's
sell
not
it.
though. He's selling another person's thing with his name on it.
That's even
That's
better.
not
That
making
would chop the
something.
penises off the little boys.
Oh, that's gross.
They would
Do
do
they put it in the coffee?
Yeah,
Ew.
they put that idea.
Israeli
Well,
roasters. So
on my
good stuff.
on my channel, we sold like 20 grand worth of coffee that day. It was awesome.
Yeah.
He should be paying for your rehab.
And then he had to shave his wife came
Nick, you
and
gotta go
shaved
to,
his
like-
face.
Oh wait, what?
Like because he sold, we set
that
a
was
goal.
the challenge. He would shave if he.
Yeah, his wife came and shaved off his fucking beard.
My challenge is my wife will shoot me in the side of my head if we sell a bag of coffee.
That's
One
pretty
bag,
good.
Yeah.
One bag of coffee.
One bag of
Don't
coffee.
you hate that stupid like radio shit? We're gonna shave my beard, everyone. We're gonna shave my beard, everyone. We're gonna shave my fucking beard if I sell 2 bags of coffee. It's like so fucking
It is a bit.
dumb.
It is a
But
bit
look at him
drive
with the
time
shaved
radio.
beard.
It's
He's
like
like-
a sin, man. There's like a 10th level of hell.
He's like the only guy who actually does look better with a beard down to his nipples.
Yeah,
Like,
he looks terrible here.
fucking
Let's
awful
hear.
right
Let's
now.
hear.
I wasn't sure.
So it says woke leftist.
He
Just
looks
woke
like he
lefty
got into my
over.
stash. Like he looks.
All these guys are so worried about
Horrid.
their like employees. You notice that?
Yeah, well.
Eric July, the quartering.
Well, because their audience is obsessed with business
Business.
and money and like the
Business
idea that it's just
ethics.
coming their way at some point.
yeah.
going to go public about this, but it appears I have
Very
to
secret.
now.
Can't I have to go.
Many of you
public.
know that I've got a lot of irons in the fire. You've heard me say,
Yeah.
"Hey, I've got my
Those
mega
are
mixology
skewers,
cookbook
fatty.
to help fund the new studio." Obviously it's a meme, but you all know I have my coffee company. Well, the coffee company has also been expanding to
what?
So that's
take
not a
on
meme.
Amazon to try and compete.
Amazon.
Expanding to
more
Amazon,
with
anyone can
bigger
Why are
names.
you? Amazon takes like 40% of your sales. What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's no reason to expand to Amazon.
This guy's 2 million subscribers almost. Like, you have a big enough base that Amazon's not helping you.
No.
I mean,
Well, I think that's why he bought this fucking $80,000 K-Cup machine, was he thought he's going to put boxes of K-Cups on Amazon or whatever.
bro, the people you're competing with are serious coffee makers.
Yeah.
It's not jackasses building a new studio and crying about little girls with back hair.
Okay, and also, what is your passion for coffee? Like, what do you know about coffee? Do you know what coffee tastes good more than other coffees? Have you traveled the world tasting different coffees? Or is it literally just...
Would you suck dick for coffee?
Well, what was
I
it?
don't think so.
It wasn't
I
it like...
fucking hate coffee.
What was this a response to Black Rifle Coffee being woke, and then everybody started making coffee because they're like, we're going to be the true
It's just
anti-woke
money.
coffee.
It's
Yeah.
money. All right.
I liked his
Oops.
the hot
Hopefully
chocolate
by the end of the
and
year,
the tea.
Who's
be on
hot
the
chocolate?
grocery shop.
Jeremy's hot chocolate.
Well, how do you
Hot
fuck up
chocolate.
hot chocolate? It's chocolate with
I
water.
know. I just was delivered to my. He sent a care package with hot chocolate.
From
much was it?
lesbians.
200
Lesbians
bucks?
made it. He didn't make any of this shit.
I don't care
That's
who
why it
makes.
was good.
I know you don't care who makes it, and that's why this whole business is flawed. Because when I make hot chocolate, I don't go, I hope my favorite anti-woke YouTuber made this hot chocolate. I just go, whatever. It comes in a packet, you put it in a mug, and you're done.
Yeah, I assume Swiss Miss is staffed by
Swiss Miss.
lesbians
There's
too.
a bunch of Swiss Misses.
I'm not
Yeah.
worried about it.
They're making good
At least
coffee.
Swiss Miss, I can jerk off when I make the hot chocolate. This, I gotta look at this fucking guy.
Why do you jerk off with Swiss
Well, you
Miss?
seen the Swiss Miss? She's a good-looking gal.
How
There's
old is
no
she?
woman on the package of Swiss Miss.
Well, you're getting the wrong
No, there
Swiss
used
Miss.
to be. There used to be.
There used to be a Swiss Miss girl.
Find her. I want to see this.
Swiss,
You know
Swiss
what?
Miss girl.
Hot chocolate got woke. We can't see the Swiss Miss girl anymore.
There she
yeah.
is.
Oh shit!
Kinda
It's
looks
like a
like a
dirt.
This
kid.
is what Vito's jerking
Yeah,
off
no,
to.
wait, no, I was thinking of something else. What was I thinking of? Not this, not this, not this.
This was her audition to be in Cuties,
oh,
Vito.
No. I fucked up horribly.
There it is.
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I
Which
meant.
one? Which one?
There's a different one.
waifu. Which
What
one
am I
is it?
thinking of that has the fucking
Little girl?
No, there's like a lady.
Land O'Lakes, like the butter?
Well, the Land O'Lakes is
I know you're
close.
thinking of butter,
The
but-
Land O'Lakes one is good. There's a fucking lady with the
Aunt Jemima.
the Dutch shit, the Dutch outfit.
A Dutch outfit?
Not this. There's one. There's a different Swiss. It's not.
There's a
this is a
child
little
with a Dutch
girl.
I
outfit.
know that's a little girl. So
You're talking about.
I've gotten my wires
jacking
crossed.
That's what all of them say.
Wasn't there a Swiss Miss that had like a hot blonde chick on it?
Are you trying to meet this girl at
I've
a local
completely-
grocery
this
store?
is one of the
Vito?
classic blunders, I gotta say. I've
it
really
this guy?
goofed. Yeah, it's that guy. That's who I was jerking off to on the Swiss Miss. It was
Anyway.
Uncle. You know what? I was thinking of Uncle Ben. It was Uncle Ben. That's who I was jerking off to. And Aunt Jemima did have those sweater puppies.
Quartering's down
Quartering's down.
$300,000 because he thought he would make a anti-woke coffee.
How is he not making money on coffee? Like,
Because he fucked up.
Because he's a fucking idiot. Because
all these
again,
guys
he's,
fuck up nonstop.
when you have a company that's doing all the work and it's just,
Yeah.
they just fulfill orders, drop shipping, right? Like, you can't lose money. You just may not make as much as you want.
yeah.
And your advertising is built into your show that you're already doing. It's completely free to him.
What
So
the hell is this
How
shit?
the fuck do you lose
well,
money?
this is how he's going to save his company. So this is what's linked in the description is the MAGA Mixology Cookbook, which shows the Quartering and Donald Trump sipping on stupid drinks.
Have you met Trump, Nick?
No, I went to his house, but he wasn't.
To his house?
He wasn't out. I was at Mar-a-Lago. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you any blow there?
They're rolling up the documents.
So
Yeah.
there is a clip of me coming out of a stall in the bathroom because Viva
Yeah.
was there, and I
Yeah.
definitely did cocaine in the bathroom at Mar-a-Lago.
Oh my God! Whoa! I can't believe it. Can you believe the limited edition
numbered and
signed and
signed by
numbered?
Jeremy?
Can you believe this
You get a
$55?
signed coffee of Quartering?
I hate to tell you guys this. If you get a book that's spiral bound, that guy has given you the cheapest fucking book you can ever get.
Wait a minute. It's
Holy
a drink
Lord.
book for
Is
coffee?
Jeremy a
no.
bartender? Like, where did this come from?
No, this is, well, look, here,
a
Tailgate
fat
for Trump
tender.
cookbook. We can special order. This is how he's going to save
Dude, are
his
you
business.
serious? What the fuck is this shit?
Because he's it's
The
all he
ultimate.
does.
Wait, what does that say? The ultimate. What's the log line? The ultimate Patriot Power Pack. Drinks, dishes. Keep scrolling down.
Well, one part, okay, the
And
ultimate
Defiance.
picture pack.
Holy fuck, dude.
A 1-2 punch of American grit, flavor, and unfiltered freedom. It's not just a bundle, it's a full-on celebration of sovereignty, community, and the MAGA spirit. Pairing the boldest drink book in town with the Tailgates for Trump cookbook for a combo that's as defiant as it is delicious. Heritage meets hustle, served with a side of sass and a whole lot of class.
Who wrote this? Melanie Mack?
ChatGPT. I would assume.
Did Melanie Mack write this?
The MAGA Mixology drink book teaches you how to, let's see, all ages refreshers.
How am I supposed to raise a son in a world full of this?
From
Nick?
kicking the pants
Well,
mixes. That
Dick, don't you want to serve your...
homeschool them and protect them from the world?
Nah, you can't, though.
But
Then
Dick,
they
you
grow
could
up and
serve
wig
your
out.
kid all ages refreshers that flip the script on the plot Project 2025 hoax with a smirk.
What?
All ages refreshers that something Project 2025. I have no fucking
Bro, just
idea.
put the N-word on. Like, that's why Kanye's so refreshing. You
All right,
know?
hold on. This is some
Swastika.
good MAGA comedy. The Trump Tower Zinger Burger.
Have you been to Kanye's factory?
No.
He's got here with the swastika on it?
Here in L.A.
Yeah.
Is that that's a new thing? He set up a factory?
Factory. Yeah.
I
What
wanna
does
go
he
to the
manufacture
factory.
there?
I want to
What
go to
does
the
he make?
swastika factory.
Hate? I don't know.
God, I can do that at home.
I want to inspect the smokestacks on that building. RFK's
Hey,
nuclear
don't.
chili.
Hey, don't.
Pete Buttgig's booty jiggling XL hot dogs and buns, right?
the
Because he's
hell?
gay. I get it. And the
Oh, it's an
Clinton,
ass sex
it's an
joke.
ass sex joke. And
With
the
your
Clinton
coffee?
cooler.
Can I get some more butt sex with my coffee, please?
So this is one way the quartering's trying to save his business. The other is, guys, you got to get
coffee,
the
brand coffee.
pre-order
Oh, my
the
fucking
Founders
God, dude.
Vault Pack. But this doesn't make any sense. Why is he making literally gay
Tangerine
coffee?
coffee.
Tangerine
Disgusting.
coffee, cherry coffee with freeze-dried
'Cause
strawberries.
He's covering up how bad it tastes.
I thought the whole thing with coffee brand coffee was like, it's just coffee, man. It's just coffee.
Tangerines.
It was
You know,
a
with
political
tangerines.
coffee, and now it's specifically political.
Now it's
coffee.
specifically gay fruit coffee. I don't understand this at all. I do
a
want...
surprise gift of cum.
Please send to Vito's Booty the Founders Pack because I want the Founders coin and I want to find out what Jeremy's surprise gift is.
I can help him with that.
Picture of him.
It's a picture of him jacking off into the bag. Thanks
All right, well,
for
that's my
saving my
problem.
Company. Crybaby Businesses.
It's just like, dude, like, no one needs your fucking coffee. Like,
just let it die.
Just let it
Come up
go.
with a better. You clearly have a. Yeah, you said
just
it
say
himself.
I messed up.
I'm doing
That's
a
it.
million different things because I don't take any of them seriously. So I don't know. Buy my fucking cookbook.
You're
Who
not
cares?
good at it. You're not good at coffee.
Right.
That's it.
When
Just
I'm
let it go.
tailgating and thinking of like grilling stuff, the last thing I want is bad political humor associated with it. Like, I don't want to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I also don't need a MAGA cookbook to tell me how to cook a fucking hot dog. Like, what is this? Oh, get it? Cause
Shove it up your ass.
Yeah, shove it up your ass. Like
Talk about
Pete Bu-
Israel.
Actually, it would be funny if it just said shove it up your ass. I'd be like, all right, well, that's kind of
I
funny.
heard you only eat Vienna sausages, though.
He's
I
taking
like the little
donations
guys.
like to save your company. Like you're you're not like a local business. I don't like when local businesses do it, but at least you know they live here.
I feel like the local businesses will just post one crybaby Facebook post. It goes, you know, after 20 years of serving the community, I guess it's time to shutter our doors.
Yeah, I feel
This guy's
bad.
a quiet
I don't
dignity
like when
to it.
local businesses go down because I like them. I don't want some Kitchen United shit or like a franchise to move in.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But a YouTuber's side venture going down is like, well, you failed at that because that's not your thing because you do like, well, you used to do like board game reviews. Like that's what,
Right.
now he does shitty political commentary, but it's like, that's what you do.
Make like another Magic the Gathering game. That's what you should do.
He's banned
Call
from
it
Magic
Melanie Mac
forever.
the Gathering. Old bitch the old maid. Call it old maid, old dumb bitch. Call it the old dumb bitch game.
Every
This-
card
look at
comes with
my
a
old
shitty,
bitch.
out of context Bible verse.
Yeah. My old bitch says the F slur.
How's Melanie Mac doing with the Jesus? She doesn't seem to understand that Bible.
She told me she was praying for me. That was nice. I was
Yeah.
like,
when?
like right away when I got arrested. She's like, oh, I'm praying for him. Like, oh,
Did
thanks.
she say I'm praying for you, faggot?
No.
What? I thought we could say it now.
She didn't know I was gay.
I don't know. All right, never mind. I'm
can't
allowed
be-
to say
I'm
it.
praying for her old dumb bitch ass. Old
Like
fucking bitch.
a lot of people told me
Old
they were
fat-faced
praying
bitch.
for me and my family, and like I believed it. And like, but when you're a grifter who uses Christianity to try and sell your YouTube shit,
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Yeah.
Like, I just inherently like just don't. I don't need that.
I
Just
mean,
say, I
does
hope
it
you're
bring
doing well.
anybody closer to the Lord? Has anybody watching Melanie Mac? And they go, yeah.
Has anyone ever gotten closer to the Lord? Really?
Well, I'm just saying, if you're trying to find the path to God, I don't think it's
You think it's
through
through
that
some old
fucking
bitch?
bitch. I
Old
don't
dumb
get it.
bitch? Yeah.
I get people wanting to find something beyond themselves, but I don't see how like a aging harlot going, you know, the thing about all the fucking gays is they're so fucking gay. And you're like, I know.
Yeah.
I know. Like, is that what you want? I mean, man, you know what? Honestly, maybe she would be a good preacher. Maybe that is what people want now.
Westboro's
Nobody
got a
wants
new
a
opening.
woman. for
Nobody wants a woman
anything.
preacher. Remember that woman preacher who tried to lecture Trump? And you're like, shut the fuck
That was
up.
you saw that.
I
right?
saw that.
That was great.
I really wish he had just gotten up and just would have been like, nope, out.
You see
Terrible,
JD
you
Vance
should
is,
have had
like,
a man do it.
looking at Trump like, are you
What
going
are
to
we
say
doing?
anything?
What are we gonna do?
What are we
What are we
going to
doing
do,
here?
buddy?
What's the
huh?
move here?
I'm down. Whatever you're doing, I'm
You
down.
want me to tackle that bitch? I'll tackle that
I'm
bitch. You want me to
taking
tackle
her
that bitch? You hear that? JD Vance is ready to wingman at any moment. Like,
Yeah.
he did it with Zelensky.
Yeah.
He's like, you want me to get in here? You want me to get in here? I know you can't get your hands dirty. You want me to get in there? I will give
Yeah.
JD Vance that. He's got good instincts for wingman.
Did you meet him?
JD Vance?
Yeah.
No.
At Mar-a-Lago. You went to Mar-a-Lago.
No, I met Roger Stone and
Was Tim Pool there?
no, this was Dan Bongino and who was that guy? who
That's
did
how
that?
you say that?
I was about to say, is that
I thought
how
it
it's
was Dan
pronounced?
Boingo.
I call him Dan Bongo all the time. Like, how's Dan Boingingo
Who's the guy who
doing?
did that Hillary Clinton documentary? The Indian dude.
Oh,
who,
fuck. I know who you're talking about.
Dinesh D'Souza.
Yeah.
So it was like Dan Bongino and Dinesh D'Souza combined. They made this documentary about how MAGA people were getting targeted by law enforcement, and
Jeez.
like moms were getting arrested in their homes. No, there were a bunch of Jews there.
They could
Go
target
on.
themselves.
Go on.
Yeah.
You know, like speaking of, Lex Friedman was there, for example. Like,
Oh,
we love
yeah.
that guy.
Oh,
But I mostly,
man.
like-
Mr. Mossad himself.
MIT.
But I hang out with,
They made him. You remember that Smurfs when Gargamel made that little Smurf to infiltrate? That's
Yeah.
that's what Lex Friedman is.
we'll get a Smurf in
Smurfette
there.
was a Gargamel.
Yeah,
you talk about Smurfette?
Lex Friedman is Smurfette.
Yeah.
Black
Smurfette
hair.
ruined the entire Smurf culture.
Well, yeah, because then
With
all
a
the
nice
Smurfs wanted,
homosexual
once the
community.
Smurf found out they could fuck, they're like, I don't
Fuck
want
her with their
Exactly.
tails. They don't have
Yeah.
wieners. They fuck her with their tails.
But no, I mostly hung out with Lady Raggets was with me, and I hung out with her, and then I hung out with like Robert Barnes and Viva Fry, and
That's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
All
It was
the
a good
lawyer
time.
guys.
yeah, the people I
Still
know.
friendly with the lawyer guys, some of them.
Very few.
Some
Very
of the, a
few.
lot of them, I see a lot of them crying, going, you know, Nick never gave me any money for being on those streams.
That's
I'm like,
fucking. That's
you got
fucked.
free promotion to like tens of thousands of people.
Hundreds
of thousands of people.
No,
Fucking
that's
figure it out.
actually that's like the wrong way of looking at it. It's just fuck you. You didn't
Yeah.
put this together.
No.
You're not me. Fuck
Here's a
you.
crazy thing. Almost all of them did get money from me. I went on
Yeah.
their shows and I super chatted them hundreds of dollars, like saying thank you for joining. Like I didn't have to.
Right.
They want reparations. That guy Nate the lawyer is like always crying about reparations.
So weird because I'm like, I never promised any of you money. I
blind.
specifically told you I wouldn't give you money.
Yeah.
And I will never ask you for money to go on your show because that's not how this is done. This is a different business. And the
Yeah.
exposure and the networking is the money. And being on any one of those shows, like I went through my ad rates and with the live shows that they were on had 100,000 people on them.
Yeah.
And like you were on this show for 8 hours. That would have cost you $50,000 to $70,000.
And
Throwing
ad-
out these
dude.
lawyer terms. These Jews.
Well, no, the amount of airtime they were getting, God, fuck, I should have tried to get on those streams. My God.
You only go on streams where people hate you.
I know, for
That's-
some
you love
fucking
it.
reason.
Hey, everybody!
There are no
you all
streams
hate
that
me,
like
right?
me. There
I
are
love
no
fucking
streams that like
kids.
me. You talking about I went on Ralph? I went on with Ralph. It was whatever.
You always do.
He
But, like-
invited me on to talk about Andy Worski, and somehow the topic became me. Whatever. We had fun.
But it's like,
Fun
As long
talking
as
to
you're having
Mersh.
fun.
I'm
I told
having
them, I'm
fun.
like, look, guys, I plan on giving you thank you gifts for coming on my show. And so I would go on their streams and I'd super chat them.
Like a dildo.
and
a big
like,
dildo.
but I super chatted a lot of these channels tons of times, not just like right after the show. I would do it for years because
Yeah.
like you go on and I want to encourage super chatting all the time. So I would go in, drop a $20 or $50 super chat on any show I'm watching a chat of because then I want
That's what they're worth. $20. It's like a whore. Like you throw 20 bucks at
But
her,
I give
right?
them way more than that
Yeah.
because there's like, well, thanks for like
Didn't they
filling
get
the time.
tens of thousands of subscribers after appearing on your fucking
Yeah,
thing?
they had 6-figure careers because they came on my show.
Yeah, they're
like this.
fucking.
It's insane.
I don't
Because
even know
of
what
me.
you call them.
That's what it is.
It was.
Yeah, it is
Because of me.
It was, and like they were a nice sounding board, but I could have done that with any lawyer who happened to be there. I just invited people that I knew or people that were
People who
recommended.
were, mostly entertaining, I guess. And
Yeah.
if you're if you're good at the job, you can make the money yourself. It's
And they
so
all,
easy, right?
They've all had the opportunity since then to build their own channels. Some of them built up their channels. Some of them didn't do so well. And the reason is they're just not that entertaining. They can be very smart.
Well, that's the biggest.
They're all better lawyers
Yeah.
than me. That's great. But like they're not very good at holding on to audiences because they get wrapped up in legal autism instead of translating law to normal people. And they're like, I want to talk about this. It's like, stop.
Well,
Just tell us what's going on.
Then they go, why is Nick drinking and having fun? And you go, why do you think everyone's watching the motherfucker? He's not going, well, here's the thing about this legal brief. It's very interesting on line 4. It's like, it's a show. It's a fucking drama.
Okay, what's your problem?
My problem.
Yeah, your problem.
I don't know yet. Go to Vito first.
You don't know yet. You're supposed to be in the middle.
I don't know.
My problem
yet.
is unprepared guests.
No. I'll go.
He wants to.
You got time to figure it out.
He wants to charge.
All right,
us.
here's my problem, Dick. Is and what brought this on? I've been taking sleeping pills lately.
Amazing.
Just hoping
That's the problem with your life. You need to put more things in your mouth.
Oh, it helps. I need help sleeping. I don't sleep good.
So fucking exercise.
I do exercise. It doesn't change it. Okay.
Yes, it does.
I can't. Okay.
Exercise always makes you sleep
I
better.
exercise and it has not been
You
helping.
fucking don't. Carry a big rock from one place to another, 10 feet. Move it 10 times,
Okay.
and you'll fucking you'll go like, I can't believe I'm so down. Darkness
You know what my
washed
problem
over
is?
the fucking
That
view.
you try to tell a story and it's got to turn into a whole
It's
unrelated
just like
fucking
so
thing.
fucking. It's crazy.
It's crazy that I'm taking sleeping pills. Lots of people
Yeah,
take
it's
sleeping
crazy
pills.
that you're trying to add sleeping pills to your life, something that's easily fixable with a little bit of work, a little bit of effort.
I am putting it. Anyway.
Don't you think so?
Shut
Wouldn't
the
you
fuck up.
agree?
I've never taken a sleeping pill in my life.
That's the only thing you haven't
It's
taken.
just
Yeah, I've
a
taken
little,
everything
It's
else.
just a nice little thing to help me sleep. It's not a big deal. Anyway, for some reason, these sleeping pills, they make you dream. You have crazy dreams.
No, they don't. What are you talking
The ones I
are you
take,
talking about?
I'm having crazy dreams because of the sleeping pills. A lot of them are really bad horror dreams where I'm not actually scared. Where I'm like, there's like a cockroach, but he's like got the brain of a man and he's plotting against me. But I'm like, but it's just like a little cockroach. Who
Are your
gives a
sleeping
shit?
pills labeled ketamine? Because like I've done those.
ketamine.
It sounds awesome.
It's kind of like I'm being stalked by like plankton from like SpongeBob, where you're like, he's just a dismissible
Did you
threat.
buy all those SpongeBob
Another children's show.
I did buy all those SpongeBob magic cards. They're
I saw it
sold
was
out.
$100. I was like, no way, I'm not buying.
They weren't
that.
$100. You looked at the wrong thing.
It's too close.
I can sell you one if you want one.
Stop right there. I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't want to hear the rest of this.
That's the pitch. All right, but I've started having that thing where like you have an idea in a dream,
Oh no.
and then you wake up and you go, "This is the best idea I've ever had."
Finish
and you
Super
write
Killer.
it down.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And then so my problem is dream ideas, Dick. The worst thing is that I have a Google Doc full of my dream ideas that I found
Rape
recently.
Kids. Rape kids.
Those ones I deleted. That's my dream journal. That's let's see.
Are you fucking serious? You have an idea? You pitch ideas while you're sleeping?
So
You're
I do
so
sometimes
useless?
get good ideas from dreams. Sometimes I get good ideas. Sometimes
You know,
though,
like every sitcom has done this bit, and the dream idea that you come up with is always fucking retarded.
yeah.
That's the whole point: is that your dreams aren't reality, and they don't match
Okay,
any
what's your
sort of.
dream
Well, a
idea?
lot of them are
What's
like
your dream
ideas,
idea?
because I'm a great writer. I'm always coming up with great ideas for stories. So tell me if any of these pitches
Write me something
work
right
for
now.
you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so a guy gets visited by his future self. He's able to travel back in time to take over the body of a guy who's supposed to be dead. I guess that's himself. And then, so the older guy gives him a file and then steps in front of a bus and gets killed, and his younger self has to prepare for an alien invasion.
So the guy goes back in time
I can't really make sense of this.
to take over the body of someone who's dead, but that someone who's dead is himself. How the fuck did he get to the future to go back in time?
You
if
know
he's
what? That
dead?
one I really can't follow. It made a lot more sense when all right, hold on. This
gay.
one
It
this
means
one's
you're gay.
this one's better. This one's better. Okay, there's a tiny lady who you ask her for help and she says, "I can't help," but she leaves 2 screws out. 2 tiny screws. And they're screws. They're the kind.
I'm in.
They're the kind of screws. I literally wrote this down. They're screws for fixing dental hydraulic chairs.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
And the indication of her leaving the screws on the table is that she's subtly asking for a bribe. And then, so the book is explaining that.
Is this Coach Red Pill's book? Do you have that book, Mulholland Drive?
I think I have to have it somewhere. I don't know
You
where.
have to have it somewhere.
I don't know where I would have deleted it. I just haven't. It's
You
either
have to send it to me.
it might be on an old hard drive or flash drive. It's somewhere in my house. I just
Maybe
I'll
the
find
cops
it.
have it.
No, they
Evidence.
didn't take any of that shit.
How about this? Bugs Bunny's really worried about making money, but someone tells him he could still make Space Jam 3. Now, that's pretty good. That could actually happen.
With whom?
I don't know.
A woman?
They didn't come up with that.
Angela Reese, that ugly bitch. That's on
Okay,
McDonald's
here's one
ads.
you might identify with, Nick, is that you're at a party that's serving cannabis-infused brisket, which then gets raided by the cops.
That's
You're
That would
dreaming
be-
about brisket?
Cannabis,
You're dreaming about the cops stealing
cannabis-infused
your
brisket.
That's the fattest
Some of
dream
these-
I've heard of.
some of these are
I
a
gained
little-
4 pounds here listening
Here's a
to
good
that.
one that I don't even know if this was. I don't know if this was Dream Idea. Main character's name is John Dishwasher.
Is this a Rippaverse product?
Well, it's like, you know how like some people, it's like Mike Baker or like
Can you
Tom,
believe you had that interview with Eric
Tom
and then like
Potter.
the next day it's like, oh shit, I'm getting raided by the cops. God damn it.
I think I
Kinda
might
took
It's like
the
a
wind
real,
out of my
like,
sails.
Yeah, I really fucked you over.
That was the worst part of all of it, really.
Was Eric paying for
Yeah, it was the Eric July thing. That was the worst part
Yeah.
about getting arrested and having my life
Him,
destroyed.
lording it
honestly
over you.
if I were you, that would be the worst part. This
crushing.
fucking dumb fuck black
No, he's
guy
gonna play for my
Getting
yeah.
lectured by
getting
the
lectured by this
sanctimonious
fatherless sack
cocksucker.
of shit that can't write his way out of a wet paperback. Couldn't write his way out of the news. Yeah, go ahead.
John Dishwasher, I think, is a good. I might
Dishwasher.
use that.
Is he a soup? Does he wash dishes?
Well, it's like the idea that, how people are named after their profession in the time. So you'd have like
Yeah.
Tom Baker or Mike Potter. This guy's father was a dishwasher, so he's John Dishwasher.
I like that you explained the whole thing.
It works.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the
What
What
worst.
does
does
he
he?
do?
But like, what happens? Yeah.
Hey, he's like an average guy who finds out he's on an adventure and he has to discover a mystery on a far off planet. I don't
What
fucking
the fuck?
know.
What do you mean? That's
This
the
isn't
best
a
you could
plot.
come up with?
It's a name. That's all it is. It's
It's
just
a good
name.
It's a good name for a character. That's all you need is a good name, like Zalen. You just
Did you
need a
write this
good
shit
name.
down? You wrote this shit down.
I
out of-
wrote this
out of
down.
dreams? That's stupid.
Okay, well,
It's
here's
dumb.
Here's,
It's dumb that you did that.
Here's the worst dream idea I ever had because I woke up and I was in such a manic state. This was like 10 years ago. I was in such a manic state that I said, no, that is a good idea, and I am going to do that. So, Dick, I sent you an email. Did you get my email like an hour ago?
Yeah, I didn't look at it though.
All right, well, let's bring it up.
right.
So this was around the time 10 years ago when people were talking about sexual consent, right? Like the idea that you have to explicitly
It's condoms for
consent.
kids. Is that the
It's
idea?
not condoms for kids.
Condoms
It's
for
not the
kids.
idea. That's
Ass
not it at
condoms
all.
for little
it's
boys.
not correct. Okay? So,
Yeah.
so colleges were starting to say to kids, like, hey, you really got to get consent before a sexual encounter. Otherwise, you might get sued.
Okay.
Okay. So I said, well, what if there was a consent form that people could sign before they had sex, right? Which I think they have. Haven't they had that at some colleges or something? Or
Yeah, they're
people have set that up.
really fun.
So I said, but what if that consent form came packaged in a tiny condom wrapper with a condom along with it?
Yeah.
So it would be a 2-pack.
That's stupid.
The white condom would be a form for each college kid to go, yes, I consent to the sexual encounter. And the
Okay.
black package would be a condom to have sex with.
Wait, what?
And I spent a month coming up with trying to get website URLs.
Bro, you're like
and
a Fat Howard Hughes.
I was on something. I was not in my right
You're on
mind.
a fucking chemical imbalance. What are you fucking talking
The
about?
consentdom
What
is what
this?
because it's the consentdom. It's a tiny unfoldable form contained inside a condom wrapper that you keep in your wallet.
Why did you make this?
So if you're going to have sex with a lady, you can then later prove that consent was obtained legally by having her sign the form.
Why did you make this though?
Because I had a dream.
You made this?
I had a dream. Do you want to see the form? I sent you the form too.
This looks like a product made by someone who's never had sex with a woman at all.
in my mind, I was like, listen, this is the stupidest idea ever, but these liberal douchebags would love this. Because at the time, this is all they were
Did
talking
they?
about. No,
Did you
'cause
sell any?
I was like, I need a pink-haired lady to sell this, because if I show up and sell it, everyone's going to know it's a grift and a lie. But I was like, this is like, I could get colleges to be like, yeah, well, you gotta get your consentdom. You gotta bring your consentdom before you have sex. You need a condom and a consentdom.
Vito, no one likes opening one condom package. Opening
This is
two
like
is
the most
way
amazing
worse.
thing you've ever done.
The worst part was emailing my lawyer uncle being like, hey, do I need to trademark this terrible idea? And him being like, nah, man, I think you're good. I don't think you got to
Don't
worry
worry,
about
no
that.
one else is going to try.
Because in my
this.
head, I'm like, somebody else is going to steal this idea.
So brilliant.
This was all right. Here was the form I mocked
oh my
up.
god.
Let's see. I don't know if I borrowed this. You would open the consentdom.
So it's a 9-fold, like a 9
yeah, it's like
square
a 9
fold.
square fold thing. So you would open the consentdom, and it would say, by signing this form, we declare we are freely about to engage in sexual activity, and then both person engaging in the sexual activity would, sign either side of it. You're a lawyer, Nick, which is why I wanted to bring this
You wrote
in.
all this stuff?
I don't remember if I stole this or I wrote it. I think I wrote it.
What's worse?
I don't know. I think I even put the lines on where it would be folded up to demonstrate.
You know, this is like the consent form for sex is unenforceable, right? Like you.
Okay, but my idea was that
just wanted
college
to make money.
My idea was that colleges have a bunch of money and they're retarded. So if I went to them and I said, "You have to hand these out to every kid
Bro.
to protect yourself legally or whatever."
But it seems like the way you have it with the way you graphically designed it, it looks like the consent dom.
Yeah, I
like
know.
You're gonna dominate
Yeah.
college
It
kids.
was
You need
it was
way
a
more
terrible-
bullet points
well,
on
the
this
name was
form.
terrible. The consentdom, it doesn't even work at all. I should have just called it the condom, but con was short for consent. And
You shouldn't
instead
have done
putting,
any of this.
No, it was terrible. And look, it says this form is not a legal document. So
Why would you put that?
I didn't know. Well, because
you should have put it is a legal document.
learn more about your right to a consensual
what is a legal
encounter.
document? What
I
do you
don't
mean it's
Oh
not
fucking
my
know.
god! You're gonna have a
Document.
website where they could go learn about
Yeah,
consent.
learn about consent. You
You
know?
are a
What's on the
liberal
website?
woman. You.
I don't think I ever made a website.
You got to push them a little
I don't
bit.
think it
That's
got
what
that
the website
far.
said. You got to kind of push.
Look,
always.
in my head,
they want you to push. Too,
in my
a little bit, a
head,
little
I was
bit.
going to find some social justice lady who was really into the idea. I was going to be like, listen, I'm just going to be a silent partner on this. You're going to be the face of this thing. Like a rape victim who goes, if only I had the consent. She goes, I was brutally raped by all these lacrosse.
I'm gonna get the perfect rape victim.
I know how to help you heal. Go sell these condoms to men.
Well, I was going to be like, if only she had that form, she wouldn't have been brutally raped by all those lacrosse players because she would have communicated consent before.
You made this when?
Like 10 years ago.
This is so funny.
Yeah, I know. It was like
I'm so
retarded.
proud of you.
I'm so glad I didn't lose this in my hard drive crash. I'm like, oh, great.
No, this should be in the Smithsonian.
What you need is the quartering to have condom brand condoms.
Yeah, condom
and
brand
He'll distribute
condoms.
these for
Everybody
you.
can enjoy a safe, fun, and consensual encounter. Terrible font I chose. These are some bad fonts, I'm going to say.
No, they look great.
They look great.
You know,
See,
you
and
know
I,
what's happening.
I even made a little tear open condom to demonstrate.
Okay, so you tear open one condom and the contract comes out.
Yes.
And then you tear open. It's the favorite
Is there
part
a
of
condom
sex.
in with the contract?
Ripping open the condom is kind of fun. So at least there is a fun element of like, hold on, and the girl goes,
I'm so
wait,
sorry
what do
for
you got
any
there?
woman who has ever encountered sex with Vito. It's like, no, ripping open the condom is great. That's the best part.
It is fun. It's got a fun. You don't like opening a condom?
No.
What is wrong with you?
What do you mean? It's in that little tiny, it's like a trading card
Not
wrapper.
mine.
Some of them
Maybe
aren't
yours are
tiny.
You know what it is? Honestly, it should be like trading cards. You should like open the condom and
I got a
occasionally I got
Charizard!
a gold one. Like if you got a
Boom!
gold one randomly, you'd be like, well, this encounter is
So-
going to be great.
Yeah, for
Vito,
me.
if we turn this sideways, is it also 2 inches deep?
It is 2 inches deep.
Why'd you write 2 inches on it and 6 inches?
Because it's that's how big the package would be.
Well, why'd you write it on it?
What's the
everyone
6 inch thing?
Because I was fucking out of my
the
mind,
paper is
crazy.
6
I was in a
inches.
manic state. I was on, I
What
don't
did I
know.
say? Who did I say today? Vito's like, I've never met somebody who's more embodies mania than
Yep.
Vito.
I definitely embody mania. I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. Look, I had a dream. The dream was a bad dream. And
It's like the anti-Martin Luther King. I had a dream last night that we had 2 condom packages.
I don't
and
know
you'd
why I
open
did
one
this.
and sign it.
Something's wrong with my head. Look, this is one of, you know, Vito has ideas. Well, they're not all winners, unfortunately.
So I have actually reviewed a consent contract that's legitimate.
Yeah, they have like actual ones now.
Yeah, so pornography companies.
That makes sense.
And so-
okay, so they could use this on a set of
No,
porno.
this would not work at all.
It says
Why
not
not?
a legal document.
It's in a fun. Well, we would erase that if we made
it already says
I had to
it.
put not a legal document because I wrote it. You know, if we got a lawyer to write it, it could be a legal document.
You have
just
to have
went
a
so
highly
far into
specific
thinking about it that
consent
you wrote
form.
not a legal document. It's crazy.
I still, every time I talk to my uncle, I go, I really hope he doesn't remember the time I called him up in a manic state and went, hey, I got this idea. They're condoms, but they're not really condoms. It's a little piece of paper
I think Riley
before you
hit
have
you-
sex with a lady.
I think Riley hit you at a bad time when you were like entering a manic state, and that's why everything went bad.
I think everything's been working out fine.
I mean, okay.
Coming up aces.
I'm taking the pills. I'm having all.
What were you gonna say, Nick?
Dick, John Dishwasher is going to be a smash hit. The people are crying out for John Dishwasher.
Just saying, those consent forms have highly specific things like
what?
He can spit in my mouth, for
What are you
example.
talking about? Say
The
it again.
consent form for pornographic production.
Okay.
So what they'll do is they'll have like the acts that the actress is consenting to on film, because you're not going to like ask for consent in the middle of like,
Yeah.
can I spit in
I
your
understand
anus?
that I will suck your dick in this scene.
Right. And they
Sign.
so like they have these giant sections of bullet points of all the crazy shit you can imagine,
Yeah.
and the chick will like just check yes or no.
Oh, okay.
And
So no
it's
spitting
really,
in the face if she doesn't like check it off.
Right. It's really funny. Like when you read them, you're like, oh, I haven't even thought of that, and I'm horrible. So
Have you thought about being a porn lawyer? That could be fun.
they would be. No, actually, that industry is garbage because the like.
I don't think there's any industry left at this point.
There's a bunch of women in it,
Yeah.
and the Me Too shit is pervaded the porn industry, and like some of it's legitimate. Like some of these guys are weird, and they do like rape the women off set. Like that's all bad.
That's bad.
That happens in every industry.
Yeah.
But just like everything else, like if you insert any politics into the like
Yeah.
your personal stuff, they'll come after you. Like they will shut down your payment processors, and it's really easy to go after people who produce porn because it's a vice and it's a sexual vice. So
if only they had a tiny little piece of paper and a perfect little foil wrapper, you know, and you could, you know, sign
I
it.
can't believe you made this shit.
Well, I didn't actually make it.
You know
I
what,
just
though?
photoshopped it.
You could have got like USAID money. It's
That's
not
what.
dumb.
See,
It's
that's
not
that's
dumb.
what I was thinking
It's
in my
not
head.
dumb.
I went.
Yeah.
There's got to be a way to trick one of these colleges into being like, well, this is fantastic.
And
you
then
should have
you
just
just-
been like ripped torn
wanna
with
order,
a bucket of
we
them.
want to
at
order.
college, just
Yeah,
throwing it out.
I thought about. My plan was again to get like a rape lady to like set up a booth at like a college with like a
Like,
bucket of
scam
these
artist.
things.
You're such a fucking scam artist.
Well,
everything's
as
gotta be a
ladies are
scam.
walking by, she'd go, "Hey, you know, you don't want to get raped. You're gonna want one of these, you know, and kind of like a homegrown.
Unless you want to
thing.
get raped. Hey, everyone, this lady wants to get raped. She's not taking the
She didn't
consent
take the
dom.
consent dom.
That I.
Consent dom was a really. I knew it was a bad name at the time, and I just
The consent dom.
the consent dom. It doesn't work at all. It just sounded so. I think in the dream it was called the consent dom, so I was just so fixated on. I'm like the consent
looks
dom.
like 50
it's
Shades of
genius.
Grey, dude.
I know it was a bad
It's fucking-
idea.
it's
It
fucked
came from a
up.
fucking
you
manic
realize
fever dream. All right.
Condom is 2 syllables. Consent dom
I know,
is
it doesn't
3.
work.
It doesn't make any sense. There's no flow to it.
They-
Oh,
but
I
it-
just got it. Condom, consent dom.
You just got that.
That's how bad your thing was. This is fucking, we've been talking about this for 20 minutes and you had no idea.
Well, I didn't say it was good, but I think you at least understood the basic fucking concept of
No,
it.
it's that awful.
Yeah, scams. That's
Look,
the basic
2
concept.
weeks of my life. This is what I.
This took you 2 weeks?
I don't remember.
No wonder Super Killer's
okay? I was
like-
probably busy jacking off the rest of it. All right.
With consent of your penis?
I was thinking about how much money I was going to make with this rape lady, and it was just made me so horny. But I never found a rape lady, and I just got tired of it.
You are fucked up.
Well, now I'm making comic books, so everything's
You should
fine
go
now.
back to making fake condoms.
Maybe I'll make a. You know what? I should make a run of these.
I would
should
buy
see it.
this. I'd buy a stuffed animal of this.
No.
I'm just gonna make a
Giant
couple. I'll make a
plushie
couple
condom.
hundred of them. Anyway, so idea dreams are my dream ideas is my problem.
Okay. Nick,
Very good.
what, you
There
got a
you go.
problem, or-
Body cam footage.
Body cam footage.
Wait a minute, wait. Okay, now you can go.
Body cam
Body cam footage?
Yeah, it's terrible. It's really hard to get. You know, like when you want to get the body cam footage from
Obtaining body cam footage.
Obtaining
No, body cam footage in general is terrible.
Oh, in general?
There's more issues with it than just trying to acquire it. That's the first one.
Yeah.
The other is you get to see like how shitty cops are in general when you review it.
Making jokes, little jokes.
And like they're jealous of stuff and they're not
Oh, wait. Did they say, look at this house?
Oh,
What did they say about your house?
They're like, oh,
What would they say?
This house just keeps on going.
So does my dick! Consent Dom.
And they're like,
.com.
man,
ConsentDom.com.
.com.
man,
The
I
consent
can't
dom.
believe like how he's
If I had a
treated
house
this
like
house. I would be way better with this. Like, no, you wouldn't. You don't have it.
Yeah.
You'll never
That's why you're a
have
small
this
town
house.
cop who's
And,
being forced to raid a innocent American.
Innocent American.
And like, plus, if you
Innocent
have funny
American drug
stuff in your
user.
house,
No big deal.
cops don't think your funny stuff is funny. Like they don't get
They don't
it.
have a sense of humor.
They don't get the joke
No.
at all. So when they like reach into a drawer and find like a giant dildo, they're like, "What's this for?" It's like this moment
They think
right
it's real.
now that your hands, like you, this small town cop, your hands are double fisting a giant floppy purple dildo. Like that's what's going on. That's why I got it.
But I do love body cam footage, though, because we get to see cops being
Yeah, what
shitty.
about that black lady that was like, yeah! And the cop's like, bah, 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 bah. That poor little Asian cop's like, oh, shit. Oh.
Look,
We've gotten some good footage out of the body cams.
body cam footage is entertaining.
Yeah.
I actually like the utility.
And you're
of
learning
it.
about what the cops are doing to you, too, from the body cam footage. So
Yeah, but
good.
it's a giant pain in the ass to go through it, and all of them are assholes the entire
Do
time.
you wear VR goggles while you're watching the body cam footage?
Now that would be
I
good.
want to look around my house and see if they pointed guns at my kids. To their credit, they didn't point guns at the kids. That was nice of them.
They did plant
They supplied
evidence,
it.
though. We know that.
Yeah, that's great. I never claimed this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I said was, they will have to prove that it's my drugs,
Right.
Which is true, and like because
All drugs are your drugs.
they don't know where the drugs came from. I don't know where all the drugs, like I do now, but like I didn't know what they found at the time they arrested me because I
Yeah.
wasn't there when they found the stuff.
I got a lot of drugs in there, officer. I don't know what you found. You got shovels?
Nick goes, good thing I didn't look under the floorboard. Shit, I shouldn't have said that.
They're like, well, we
Call
opened
me Anne Frank.
we opened your safe, and I'm like, which one? I have a bunch of safes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. That's a
tons.
good.
I don't know what you
Did
found.
you open the cool one? What?
They did.
Don't worry
They
about
did
it.
open the cool
Did you
one.
open the one that only gay people can open?
So here's what they did. They
The safe code is FAG.
they take this safe outside of the house. It's in our ensuite bathroom.
Yeah.
And they take it all the way through the house, outside the house. They open the safe and they're like, oh, there's drugs in here. We better take this right back inside. And then they take it into the front bathroom.
Chain of custody.
And
issues
and they
there.
like take it out and it's like, you guys are spilling all the drugs
You guys
all
is
over
getting,
the place. What are
you're
you
getting
doing?
cocaine all over. Oh,
No one did drugs in
come
that
on.
bathroom. I did drugs in the other one.
Getting it all over the place.
But
You want to get crackheads? Because this is how you get crackheads.
you get these really shitty moments. Like
Yeah.
we have kids, obviously. And so
Everyone knows.
you have oral syringes to help deliver medicine into young children's mouths when they have like a fever, like liquid Tylenol.
Okay.
When they opened our medicine drawer,
Don't. What are you saying?
I'm just
that, like
listening
that,
to a
you sound
story.
excited. He's like, okay.
yeah, when
Like
they
you're
squirt
like-
liquid into
That's weird
kids'
that you're saying-
mouths.
Yeah, it's weird that you're saying it
Oh,
like
God,
that.
I didn't know they did that. Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, he's talking about injecting fluids down his kids' mouths. I'm like,
Yeah, but you're like, oh, you're like, okay.
And you're-
Like you didn't.
yeah,
There's no
you're-
reason to say that.
I can feel the heat coming off of your vagina.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it's not a topic I hear a lot about. Sure. Tell me about injecting fluid
Oh,
into
so
your
you know
children.
about that too, huh? That's what it sounded
Oh,
like.
is that what it
So-
was? A
yeah.
knowing glance?
You have these like obvious purpose medicinal aids to like help these kids take medicine because
Okay.
kids suck at taking
See?
pills.
Sure.
Again.
Like I'm trying to shove pills in my
I
kids'
agree
mouth,
with
and they
them.
won't take them.
It's very hard to get those kids to take the pills. I agree. I'm right there with you.
You got to put them in
You
ice
gotta
cream.
really,
Jam it in. You got to get it back behind their teeth. Behind the teeth.
yeah.
Right.
So the cops open this medicine. It is a drawer full of like medicine stuff, like the little cups that you drink,
you should have booby trapped your house.
Dimetap.
and they're like, "We got them, syringes," and they're like excited. And I'm like,
Syringes.
"You should never be excited about finding syringes in someone's house if you think
No.
like they're doing heroin."
But syringes with no needles, like
Yeah, no
medicine
need- there's-
syringes.
I've never injected a drug into me except for like I have a prescription
Regardless,
drug.
there are prescription drugs that need to be injected. So finding syringes.
No,
is
I take
nothing.
one. I take one every month. I take an allergy medicine that goes in the back of my arms every month.
Diabetics
But, like,
need needles.
I'm
Like,
allergic
what is
to being
this?
sober.
Yeah. 100%.
I just inject
Like
vodka
insulin.
into my.
Like tons
Well,
of
my
people
this
tiny
is what
triceps.
cops always want to feel like they're smarter than everybody.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the time that
Well, usually they are smarter than the people they're arresting.
Usually they are. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's
That's
when
the
they
problem. That's
they're
a big problem.
slight bit smarter than the average dumb criminal.
Look,
Yeah.
sometimes they're from a small town though, and they do
Yeah.
ask you great questions.
Yeah.
Like when I got arrested and they questioned me at the scene, and so I can say all this now. April had stayed the night at the house, but none of us had gone to sleep. Like I had been awake the entire night. So
Ain't no time for sleeping in the Ricada household.
Another win for the toe.
So this is another thing people said that I lied about.
Yeah.
But the cops didn't ask me if April had been there overnight.
Right.
The cops asked me, did April sleep here last night?
Uh,
And so I went,
okay.
no,
No,
she
because there
didn't.
was no sleeping.
not at all.
I don't know. Can you? Can I ask you something?
And then so then we had that conversation at the scene, like at the house.
Right.
And so then they take me to
And then
jail.
April left her cocaine in your safe, which is whatever. You know,
That
just
cocaine,
Drop it off.
so the cocaine that was sitting on the nightstand is gone.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist. There's no evidence
no
of
body
it.
footage of-
There's, so on the body cam footage, they opened the container that was on the nightstand, and it's full. I didn't know it was full. Like, I didn't remember. But it's full of cocaine. And then they close it up, and they're like, well, our testing kits, we're running low on them, and they're expensive, so we'll test it
Frank
back.
will test it in the car. Well,
Our
No,
testing kits
seriously.
are running low.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you
So
talking
they have
about?
they have field testing kits, and field testing kits are specific to whatever drug you're looking for. So you can't
These
just
cops are gay. You need a testing kit for cocaine?
well, it could be
Jesus
something
Christ.
else.
Well, there was also
perhaps.
ketamine there,
Yeah,
like, for
yeah.
example.
You can't smell the difference.
They're small town
I
cops,
can.
man.
But no, so but the
I
reagent
think if the
kits,
cop goes, hold on, I'll check the cocaine, and
Let
then
me
goes,
see.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is
coke,
cocaine. I think they got to use a
ketamine,
swab,
heroin.
unfortunately.
so there isn't a general drugs reagent kit. You have to have the specific one. So if you find a white powder, there's
Okay.
like 4 things that it can be, and so you've got these 4 packets. So they
Yeah.
didn't want to keep wasting the cocaine testing kits. So they say we'll
Very
take
You got
it.
to mix them up.
We'll
so
take
you
it
have
back to the
keep wasting
station.
it.
They're like, we'll take this back to the station and check it there.
right.
So I get the evidence photos, and the canister is empty. And they're like, oh, there's 2 grams of cocaine in it. It's like, where is it? It doesn't
Yeah, what do you
exist
mean?
anywhere. No one knows where this cocaine went. And like, that's on the body cam. That's funny. But you're like,
On the body cam we saw it was full, and now it's,
like you
now
did
it's not full.
you did a
The
bunch of
problem
cocaine.
is body cams? It sounds like body cams is a good thing then.
No, they're a big pain in the ass though,
They're a
because
pain
like
in the ass.
if you introduce any part of the body cam, you introduce all of it. So like, if I want to play a portion and be like, look, the cop fucked up here, they can be like, okay, we'll play the 2-hour body cam for the jury.
For the jury?
And then you look like you cannot not look like an asshole on body cam
With
footage.
cops saying stuff about what an
You gotta
asshole
put,
you
like,
are across
cops
2
are
hours.
gay across.
Yeah.
Cops killed George
And they're like,
Floyd.
oh, this
Well,
guy.
wait, wouldn't
that
that would unfairly predicate the jury if they got to listen to a cop be like, this guy's a real scumbag, what he did or whatever.
Right, but there's
He's
a-
narrating it.
yeah.
There's a rule of evidence called the rule of completeness, and so if you try to enter a partial piece of evidence into the trial,
Yeah.
then they can say no. There's context to it around that, and we have to have the complete picture.
So wait, man, like, why don't they tell? I would imagine they would tell cops. You know, cops are always like pulling.
Why did
shit.
Null tell everyone that he was going to get your body cam footage and then he didn't?
Yeah,
Don't
what
you
a
think
fucking-
that's fraud? Is
Minnesota-
that criminal fraud?
Did he pay money to get it? Or some
Everyone
shit?
paid.
He
I
took
paid
everybody's
Null
money.
I paid Null $100 to get your body cam footage, and then he didn't deliver.
He should give it back.
And he didn't do any push-ups. Don't you think
He
that's
can't.
fraud?
It's unreasonable.
So Minnesota has a specific statute about body cam footage, and if you're not autistic, you understand exactly what it says. And it says that body cam footage that takes place on private property is private because you have the subject, like you're going through someone's house,
Yeah.
and not all of that's related to criminal activity. In fact,
So it's not available to the public like a Freedom of Information Act.
right. The only time now
Can you shout the
There's-
N-word
you can.
while they're doing stuff?
That
So,
definitely
like,
makes it inadmissible. It's
there
good.
is, though-
It's a good thing to go.
There's a provision to correct public perception that is incorrect. Now, what that is like, no, the guy charged the officer with the knife, so that's why he shot him. And they're like, no, he was an innocent black child.
Black lady
Right.
charged him.
Yeah, but the hands up, don't shoot thing. Like Michael Brown charged the officer multiple times. But so you would release the body cam footage to show, no, in fact,
It's
he did.
in the public interest. Is that
Right.
what it is? Okay.
Now, if you're autistic, you read that provision and go, no, Nick lied and said it wasn't his drugs and that the cops planted it. We need to undo the narrative. It's like, that's not the public interest they're talking about.
Right. That's the Kiwi
They're talking
Farms
about a
interest.
not a
racial
Kiwi Farm.
protest that has happened because of body cam
Right.
disturbances.
Yeah.
So-
And God knows the Kiwi Farms guys are not going to organize to do fucking anything other than
I just want to know where my body
cry.
cam footage is.
Well, it ain't coming.
It's on my hard drive.
Can you let me see it? And then
Yeah.
I'll,
Hey, maybe tomorrow we
okay.
could put it on a projector screen on a big wall. That'd be fun to
I
watch.
would tell Null about it, but he's so mean to me and disrespectful.
He's such a bitch.
He's not happy. As I said, look, it's actually interesting. I have both of Null's internet dads in the same room. So he went from his original father, Dick Masterson, who he had a falling out with, and he went and he latched on. He said, well, Nick Riccado will be my dad. He'll be my cool lawyer dad.
Like, imagine
you fucked that up, Null. And now he's got nobody. Now I have a kid. Now I'm the family guy. Christ is king.
Like, imagine if your dad
Poor
disappointed
Noel.
you and you're like, no, I'm going to go get a new one.
I'm going to get a new dad.
Oh man, I can't even think about that.
That was that movie,
I'm so
North.
afraid of my dad that even thinking about him disappointing me was.
My dad never hit me,
me
but I
up.
was always afraid he would. Like, that, because that's how, like, the idea is like, I'm going to get my ass kicked if I do the wrong thing. So I just was pretty good as a kid, which is why
I'm just worried about my
fucked
dad
up
looking
as
at my
a
stock
40-year-old.
portfolio and going, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Just a
Why do you have so
disapproving
many
sigh.
bonds?
You should have bonds right now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but what if he says?
What
Why
if
do you
he
have so many
says
bonds?
something?
Like, fuck.
What if he
But,
says, how come you didn't buy Palantir when your fat buddy told
No,
you
he
to?
would never say. He would never say that. He starts. If I ask my dad anything about stocks, he goes, "At your age," I was like, "God damn it."
Oh, no.
You got me right back. You got me on my heels already.
So you said cops are generally smarter than the person they're arresting.
Yeah.
So when they take me to jail,
Almost
they're like,
made a little bit of an oopsie.
when they take me to jail, they're like, will you come answer some questions? And I'm, okay, I know exactly how to assert my rights and not answer the questions I don't want to answer.
Right.
And I wanted to know what the cops knew because I'm still in the dark. I don't know what they found. I don't know. I have no idea.
Playing mind games.
And
with
so
them.
I go in there in this.
What do you mean you don't know what they found?
I'd just been arrested, and I was arrested before the search was done. Like once they found the vial of cocaine, they hadn't even cracked the safe while I was there. And so, like, they found
That
the vial
was
of
enough.
cocaine. They're like, "Well, you're going to jail," and they're like, "Those are track marks on your arm." No, what the hell?
Oh yeah, I remember that shit.
But
That's dumb.
the drug recognition
You're so
experts.
fucking stupid.
I was watching a stream on Twitch, and you were having too much fun. Drugs.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But so they get me into the interrogation room in
Sorry,
the.
I'll be right back.
That's fine. Just right in the middle of my story.
Yeah, you know, why not?
Should I like wait until the story? I don't know. Should I tell it to spite him?
I don't know what we do with him gone. How you been, Nick?
I've been better.
Yeah, I assume.
No, I'm doing much better than I was. Like,
It's not
As-
the worst possible situation, it sounds like.
the hardest part was knowing that it was going to resolve eventually.
Yeah.
But you can't say anything that mattered until it resolved. And so once I pled guilty, I'm like, well, this is really easy because like it's my drugs in the safe. I'm not trying to
Now
obscure
you can
anything.
talk about it. You don't got to worry about
Yeah, so
saying
I
the
can-
wrong thing.
I can go online and be like, yeah, it was my drugs. I fucked up. I had a bunch of drugs, and that's
And Dick
consistent.
Masterson forced me to do them.
Yeah, I was holding them for him.
And a magic autistic child's medallion.
He's like, I want to trade
poisoned
them
my
to
brain.
the cartel for Bitcoin. And I was like, Dick, I don't think you should do that. That sounds like a federal crime. I have logs of all these conversations.
Well, we all have our...
But no, once I was able to plead guilty, it's like I've been just waiting to either beat the charge on constitutional rights, or it was going to be basically plead guilty. Now,
Yeah.
we had a pretty interesting case. There's a lot of factors to my case that make it's easy generally to prove that someone has cocaine in their house and it's theirs.
Right.
But when you have other people that have access to that house,
Could be anybody.
it can really, like, the cops have no idea. So
Do they
I
know
did
there's
save
a
this for
sneaky
you.
man who calls himself the Toe and is always just sneaking around, creeping around, towing it up?
People are like, Nick accused him of that. Accused Aaron of leaving drugs in his house. I'm like, Aaron's a fucking dork.
I think Aaron emailed me and he wanted to. He said, I don't want this to be weird, but if you sent me a vial of your semen, I'll pay any amount.
It's like, I will drink that.
I got that
It was at
email. I got that
Aaron
email.
Imholt
I got that email from Aaron.
rocketmail.com.
Did he?
Rocket mail.
It's funny because
You got that
before
email too?
I did.
Maybe he could do a cum taste test. Which one's me and which one's Vito?
Do you remember
Taste
when
it.
he would
Mine
message
tastes a little
you?
like marinara.
Like he would message you probably around between 9 p.m. your time and like 11 p.m. your
No,
time.
I don't know. I actually don't.
He,
No. Why?
so I don't know what platform he would do it, but when he would get high on Molly, he'd be like, and he'd start messaging you like a bunch of really gay
What do
shit.
you mean, me?
Yeah, he would message you, and he would message me this shit like,
No.
You guys were in a group text? or
No.
something?
no.
Okay.
What do you mean, me?
He messaged. I don't know what platform he would message you in the middle.
Grinder?
Of,
I hope he doesn't know about my secret Grinder account.
But he's like, because he would tell me about the
Juju Lover
messages.
9000.
Like,
They're talking about Jews. Talking about cows.
That's on J Day.
Yeah, Farmer Day. That's
Farmer
what I'm
Dick
on. I'm big on Farmer
Grindr.
Day.
I didn't see these
Juju,
messages. He would tell me about them.
1980.
He'd be like,
Wait, what are
He
you
said
talking
I
about?
texted
Really?
Dick
Yeah,
randomly.
he would get on Molly and he could not put his fucking phone down. So he'd just sit there texting people a bunch of like, he'd be like, yeah, you're so funny and stuff like that. He'd send you like these gay
I
messages
never
to tell
got
me
a
about.
gay
never
"you're
got
so
that
funny"
shit.
message.
I don't
What the
know
fuck are you talking
Damn
about?
it.
Really?
I'm just telling you what he told me because he would eventually when
He's
he
trying
would
to steal my cum.
But wait, how does he tell this story? He said, "Hey, you know what? I texted Dick last night."
the
I said,
fuck?
No,
he's
here's
so
not-
funny."
Here's exactly how he
Yeah.
would tell how he told the story. He goes, "Dude, I got to put my phone away when I'm on Molly." I'm like,
Okay.
"Yes, you should definitely do
You're
that."
gay.
He was texting some random guy. I thought it was you. I think.
Yeah,
And so-
probably handsome Dick Masters.
So he-
on Twitter.
He accidentally went to Reddit Dick Show instead of the
He's
Dick
emailing
Show.
Sean probably.
He would
not me.
He would send me shit. It wasn't like gay or like
it's
explicit
kinda
or
gay.
anything.
Yeah.
It's like the concept of it's gay.
Right.
But he would just send stuff like,
Not
"Oh
gay,
man, I'm
gay.
having such a good time tonight" or whatever. I'm like,
That's gay
and
as
it's
hell.
like we'd just be sitting there singing karaoke, right? Like,
Yeah.
and he'd start texting and
texting
going
a
crazy.
man high on Molly at a karaoke event. That's
Two
the
men.
gayest-
Because he was texting you in his mind.
What the fuck are you talking about?
But he told me that's
Hold on, you didn't say karaoke was involved. Now I get it.
that's when he
'Cause I
found
love
or that's when I
karaoke.
found out is when he's like I got to put my phone away because
Yeah.
I wake up and I look at my phone.
I do have text from him.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I just searched for that name on Twitter.
What does it say?
This will be great.
Would you mind coming on Steel Toe to talk about this bullshit? Is it? Oh, this is 2023. 2023? Is that after?
What? No, that's
before you.
That
got
must be
arrested,
before.
right?
Yeah.
I was arrested
Is that
in
allowed?
24.
I really don't like what's happening to you or your channel.
Oh, it's because your channel. Probably when your channel got deleted, he wanted to have you come on.
I said, when do you guys do your show? Yeah, okay.
It'd have to be December.
And I
or
said, yeah,
after.
give me a couple of days. I'll be there. I guess I didn't. He said, awesome. Looking forward to it. He says, talking to Nick, right? This is January 2024.
So he's in my house doing Molly.
Is this after he ate cum?
Hold on.
Can he still taste the cum?
I'm thinking of the timeline.
After he ate cum could be any sort of
Talking
time
to Nick
frame.
right now. Didn't know you even knew about us.
Oh,
That's
about
a Molly
us.
message, bro.
Uh-oh.
Us. What are you
Dude, yeah,
talking
he's-
about?
So he told me, he's like, I got to put my phone
Let's
away when
have
I'm
you
on
on
Molly.
sometime. Okay, don't ever talk to me. That's an instant. I'm out. Let's have you on sometime, and hopefully see you sometime in Florida in March. Yeah, you guys are hilarious. Well, hopefully we can hang out in March. I can't go to that. We're very up in the air on that show too. That sucks. How I was gonna make my No, these are all at like 7 p.m. I don't know.
7 p.m. your time is 9 p.m. my time.
Oh,
But,
yeah, true.
The
Okay.
January one, that like
What's
kind
his
of
Twitter
weird
name?
one.
Cum eat.
Yeah,
Cum eater.
Cum eater.
Nick's cum.
But so I didn't know
Guzzler.
he was texting
Tom
you.
Guzzlin.
He told me I got to put my phone away because I'll wake up in the morning and I look at all these messages I sent to Dick Masterson. I'm like,
What?
I'm like,
nah,
that's
don't,
fucking weird.
Don't ever text me.
Do
Nobody
you want to
texts me.
see how much cum I can drink? No,
but
hold on.
so I
Type
saved.
1 for
That's from
I,
from last week, actually. I don't know why it's still.
So I
saying
saved this for you since you went to the bathroom.
that. Yes.
So the cops take me into the interrogation room. They sit me down, and the cop looks at me. The lead detective, Detective
Okay.
Quinn Pomplin.
And he says, "Look at that cum. That looks tasty. Get
goes,
those balls out."
I got you, just like that. And I'm like,
Cool.
were you trying?
Yeah.
Because I wasn't trying to get away from you. I had no idea this is going on. He's like, I fucking got you.
He did get
I'm
you.
like,
Neat.
for
Do
what?
you have this footage?
I have the audio of it.
Oh, I want to hear this someday.
Yeah. They record all this shit and they have to give it to you.
You have I got you on audio?
Yes. I also have.
Fuck! Okay.
Here's the next thing. So his partner is this guy shaped like a bowling ball. He makes you look good.
I was going to say, I identify with that.
He pulls up his utility belt, right? Like they got the bat belt
Fat
on.
man, yeah.
He pulls
You're
it up
telling me I'd be a great cop is what I'm hearing.
and he goes, "Are we gonna find your DNA on cocaine?"
Are we going to find your DNA on cocaine?
And I said,
I don't think so. I
Good
don't
luck.
think so. I mean, is this like a
I'm sitting there.
trivia question? No.
My mind is blown at this point. I go, "Are you gonna find DNA on cocaine?" I
My
said,
DNA?
I said, "I don't know. I'm not a chemist. Like, I don't know if that even works."
No, I'm not
He goes,
a chemist.
"Well,
I could say no.
you know what I mean? Like on the bags, are we gonna find your DNA and fingerprints on bags of cocaine?" I'm like, "I don't know what you're gonna
I
find.
don't know. Are you gay?
I have no idea."
See, I am. If I knew this was all being
you're
recorded,
gay, then
maybe
yeah.
if you're gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
If I know all this is being recorded, I mean, I don't know. You're the one that's not gay, so you say.
You might find a sphincter says what? What? Fuck!
I'm walking.
Not guilty. But this is the caliber
I
of
got
like
you?
the interrogation.
He
Like,
said that?
he was so excited to get
Detective
me.
Popples.
Pomplin.
There's
yeah.
nothing in the bag
Does he still
but
work there?
D's.
Does that guy still work there?
Yeah,
Popples?
he's like one of the lead detectives in the county.
That's crazy.
But I was like, you got me. What? Like, what are you talking about? And then you read the search warrant thing. It's like,
What race is he?
He's white.
Shame.
Yeah, goes to my church.
He goes to your church.
Yeah, the new one, not the old one.
The new one.
Do you see him there?
Less rats.
No, he
Less
goes to the
rats in
morning
new one.
service. I'm not up that early.
Not
He goes to church.
morning
White guy goes to church.
But
Punishing.
that was the caliber of interrogation. And then they'd be like, "So is it your cocaine in the safe?" Well, I'm not going to answer that question, dude. Like, I'm going to plead my Fifth Amendment right.
It's yours,
here.
actually. Because me and you are gay lovers.
You gave it to me, remember?
Yeah,
no, I
you gave it
didn't.
to me.
No, you did.
We met at the Flying J truck
See, I
stop.
love the interrogation video. Do you watch the interrogation videos on YouTube ever? They're
Yeah, those are
fun.
great. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate to say it, a lot of the times, I don't know.
Oh, usually the person getting.
What are you talking about? What do you mean? A lot
I
of
like the
time.
ones where it's like a.
Why are you wearing a Negro baseball league hat?
You know what? I shouldn't tell this why I like watching them where I'm wearing my Negro baseball
I mean, I'm
hat.
just saying.
What do you mean
I'm
by
just saying
that?
a lot of
Negro
times it's a
fucking
young.
baseball.
I mean, I'm
crim-
usually watching
It's a
like
young criminal who, is crying about. I wanted to be a doctor. They're never gonna let me be a doctor, and I'm like, you weren't gonna be a fucking
fuck.
doctor.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with the Negro League?
I have nothing at all.
He's just
He could have been a great baseball player, perhaps.
All of those interrogation videos I've watched are white people.
Really?
Yeah,
I see
actually.
a mix.
No, not on the
Not
first
all
one.
of them.
No.
I don't want to watch them interrogate a
hell
black
outta here.
person.
I know.
Well,
I don't
the
wanna
thing
watch
about
It's like
that.
watching
That's
you and
rude.
Eric July.
the reason the black interrogations.
Well, you better see your
Yeah, everybody likes your interrogation of a black individual.
It's a gate over there. Oh,
No,
Lordy.
it's a private business.
The
No,
reason the
it's
black
not.
ones are good
Loaded.
is for some reason they always bring in the mom, and the black mom. Clancy! You gotta tell this
She's
cop
the
what you
most
did!
unhelpful person they
it's
could
the
bring
worst,
in.
giving the worst legal advice.
I
being
told
like,
you selling drugs is going to get you in trouble. Like, Mom, fuck off.
They literally will say in the video, you gotta tell them exactly what happened. That's the only way out of this. And I'm like, no. The kid's just like, all right, well, Mom said I have to tell you exactly what happened
So
in
you're
great
anti-body
detail.
cam footage.
You know, I hate it.
You hate it.
I hate the.
Your anti-body cam footage. No, I hate it. Nick, we're all very confused about your stance on body cam footage.
Very
Hate it.
lawyerly
It's funny
about
though.
this.
It's funny
It
though.
is funny.
No,
Yeah.
I do like body cam footage. I think it's done a ton of like good work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in-
it's some of the legalese around it and the way it operates.
It really fucks with black people, right?
exactly.
I mean, I hate it.
And
It's not fair.
it really has shown us like how shitty it is to be a cop, right?
Yeah,
like,
right. That's what I think every time I see it. Wow, it sure sucks to be a cop.
Don't get me wrong, I still hate them.
There's a mix,
There's a mix.
Sometimes the cops
Yeah.
go a little far. Sometimes the criminals go a little far.
Whoever loses here, I'm for it.
You know the thing like where you hate something, but then when it happens to you, you kind of change your opinion on it?
Marriage.
That get ready. But like no, so I like body cam
joke.
footage in some respects. But like the body cam footage paints this picture that isn't correct because it's narrated by a biased narrator with no fucking knowledge of what's going on.
Here's where this perp scum keeps his whores. And here's the fucking safe where he's got his go-go juice powder. The white powder flame that we got.
Like when they pick up a 22 show from like an Amazon flower pot that's like a joke. They're like, oh, he's been firing guns in his bedroom. I'm like, where are the holes?
You see these
from the
needles?
Gunfire?
He uses
like,
this to
talking
inject
about?
his kids with pure Bane juice. He's trying to turn his kids into Banes.
They fucked you up, man.
Yeah, it's been
fucked you up.
It's been a
It's
disaster.
been-
Like
They fucked up your
absolute.
brain.
It's the definition of abject. It's an abject disaster, and it's going to take a while to like.
Look
fix
at this
it.
guy. That's your brain.
Yeah,
This is your brain on
this is
Vito.
your brain on lard.
Messed up.
This is your brain on Taco Bell's Street Cantina Tacos, which was going to be my
You're gonna bring
my
in a food
voted
thing?
up. They're back. So
I'll save it till next week.
I'll
I don't
save
wanna
it
hear
for
about
next
this.
week.
All right, that's the show, everybody.
thank you guys. Don't forget to check out all the problems at biggestproblem.show. Vote for them there. We also have our bonus episodes at patreon.com/biggestproblem. And our good friend Nick Ricada is here.
Okay, now we're reading your fucking super chats. They better be good. If they're not good, we
Nick,
won't read them.
are you allowed to stream these days? What are you doing?
Yeah, so it's funny how things work in parallels. Like I have my legal issues, but I also had some personal issues that have been brewing for a couple years that I tried to I really worked on keeping that private because it's not for public stuff.
Yeah.
And that shit came to a head and was kind of devastating for a while. And I didn't want to bring that energy onto a stream because I don't want to go on a show and be like, guys, I'm really sad and everything sucks.
Well, that's all my streams.
I know. I don't want to ever do
Yeah,
that.
his streams are fucked.
And so like
Guys are going to play Sonic the Hedgehog, and I want to kill
He's gonna
myself.
he's selling like cards, like he's selling.
Hey, that's different.
cards.
That's fun. Everybody has fun on the card streams.
What's your whatnot thing? Are you doing that tonight?
Not
Whatnot?
tonight. I do have my new shelves for selling cards, but not to interrupt. Go ahead. Nick.
No, it's just like I wanted to come back and bring good energy, talk about law, talk about Trump, because I think the shit Trump's doing is the funniest thing you could
Amazing!
possibly
It's
do.
amazing. Don't
And,
you agree that to break to make an omelet, you got to break a few eggs?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And Trump is just so it's like no.
To break an omelet,
Sometimes you
got to
gotta toss
make a
some
few
laws
eggs.
out. Sometimes you
That's
gotta forget
true.
about
Also,
some
you still have to
constitutional
make the eggs
principles.
to break
You got to
the
make
omelet.
the eggs
Yeah.
to break the omelet.
You gotta make the
Vito.
eggs to break the omelet.
No, so
If you want to get raped by Haitians, that's your business.
No one wants to get raped by Haitians.
You do.
so
Well,
Trump
it's for the good of America.
Exactly.
Kinda hate
Get rid
Vito.
of them.
Hey, as long as they signed the consent dom ahead of time, we've got no issues.
You think that guys making like pretend condoms with a form in them should be able to vote? Stupid.
No.
It's fucking retarded.
I didn't make them.
I don't think you
just
should be able to
dreamed of it.
breathe.
Yeah, that's you should be killed.
You know,
I
I
know
gave
he's
him an
not
opportunity
breathing.
to promote whatever the fuck he's doing, and somehow it turns into Vito's not allowed to breathe.
He doesn't need promotion. He's the hottest commodity that there is.
Well, how do we find you? What's the URL?
Pacer.com.
Yeah, Pacer.com. No, you gotta go to
Nicholas Ricada.
you gotta go to MNCRO, which is Minnesota Court Records Online.
Yeah, there you
That's a
go.
good
Type
site.
in
There you
Nicholas
go.
Ricada.
Yeah.
No, it's you can find me on Ricada Law on YouTube. You can find me Ricada Law everywhere. YouTube, Twitter,
How's your kids
Rumble.
handling all this?
They're really resilient. They're awesome. Like
Yeah.
the government taught my kids to hate the government before I ever even got the chance.
Yeah, that's cool.
And what people
Did they teach your kids to use shampoo before they go in for a fucking drug test? Come on. Fucking
Long
they
story
always
We're
about
fuck
talking
you
about
there.
hygiene today. We're washing our hair every day now.
I
But,
do. I take constant baths and showers. What is this?
I'm saying kids.
Oh,
He's
okay. I thought you were
saying
ripping,
kids.
I thought you were ripping
How
on
did
me
you
again.
miss that joke? Oh my god.
But maybe the shampoo did it though, because like some kind of weird herbal shampoos can do it.
So
Can set up the
Poppy-
test.
poppy
the test
shampoo.
exists to put black
the
people in
test
prison.
they actually washed the hair that they cut off
Yeah.
to
In
have external
cocaine.
contaminants. The thing
Yeah, but that
is,
doesn't work.
the wash. There's a study out there that shows that the wash forces
it-
cocaine
yeah.
into the hair follicle or into the hair. And I've looked at the.
Nah, it's all. It just makes it up.
it's
Like
uh,
it's not. It's not
so
as
they're-
accurate as you're saying.
They're
or you're
supposed to
saying.
provide you with the test results of the wash along with the test results from the hair because you can find out if there's like an external contaminant that has been forced into the hair. They didn't give us any of that because they didn't accuse us of anything.
Bro, it
It's
can come
crazy.
from anywhere.
But no, it's fuck, I had a thing I was going to say. Doesn't
Sometimes
matter.
you're having a cocaine
Not
fight,
important.
kid walks in. Okay, anything could happen. No!
We were just
Anything can
we
happen.
just coded a volleyball and cocaine. We're like, come on, kids, let's learn how to set.
Well, guys, Ricada's gone through a lot. I want everyone to show support. Find Ricada Law on YouTube, on Twitter, and we're glad to have you back in the saddle, Nick.
Thanks.
You survived it mostly, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it sucked for a while. It will still suck for a while, but like all that shit's in the past. Like it's just now it's a timeline. It's government's timeline.
It's like the Holocaust. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that's the... I was also going to mention...
My situation's worse because mine's real.
Might happen to me.
Okay. You're now listening to the show
I
on
didn't hear what
Rumble
you
because we're
said.
not on YouTube anymore. I did want to mention, I think, Nick Ricada, can I say this? You may be at a certain event.
No.
Okay. Well, no,
Why would you-
2 months from now.
Hackamania.
Hackamania.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Why would you ask about that to me? Ask him.
Because the camera's there. I'm facing the camera.
Fucking idiot.
So
Tomorrow, what do you call it?
Not tomorrow.
In May. Shut the fuck up. You got me all fucked up. We're at Hackamania.
Fucking retarded.
so I'll be at
You're gonna be
Hackamania.
at Hackamania. I'm trying to
Assuming-
promote the shared comedy show we're all doing.
Who gives a fuck about
And
Hackamania?
a lot of people. We're trying to promote the fucking thing.
I don't give a shit about it.
I know you
They
don't.
already
I
sold
don't
the
fucking
tickets.
care. They
There's
sold
still
all the
more tickets. They're not
You're like
sold
Mr.
out.
Sales guy, like pretending to do sales
Every
makes you feel
WATP,
real.
when I open the fucking video, it goes, "Hey guys, we're gonna be at Hackamania," and I go,
Isn't it
"You know
annoying?
that Carl is a
I
professional
don't give a shit. I
broadcaster
don't care about
because
that
that's how
stuff.
you tell people something's going
I
on."
don't fucking care about that
I don't
stuff.
care if you care. A nice
It's
thing to
stupid.
do.
It's fucking
They
stupid.
invited us
It's
to the
stupid.
thing. We should try
Yeah,
to
we
sell
fucking
tickets.
sold. Okay, we tried to sell a couple of tickets.
And we
It's
should
not
still
every
sell
fucking
tickets.
time.
Yes, every show we should promote Hackamania. It's part of it. It's a thing we're
just
doing.
Does Patrick Melton plug us all the time? No.
He promotes
No, he
Hackamania,
plugs
which
kids.
we're going to be at.
He's not
No, he
plugging
does
us all the
not.
time, though. So why
I
are
know
we
he
fucking plugging
doesn't.
Hackamania all the time?
I wasn't going to make it a big thing. I'm just saying, Hackamania in
You
May.
have made this into a way bigger ad
yeah,
than he
thank
would have
you.
ever
It was
done.
going to be a 2-second
It's just
plug.
crazy. It's crazy. You
It's
don't
not
fuck- you're-
crazy.
You don't
if you
fucking know.
interrupt it and you draw it out of this fucking bullshit.
I mean, it's just like, how come we don't
you
get
do
a
the
plug?
Then you say nobody come to Hackamania.
Melton, where
it's
the
pointless.
fuck is our plug? Where is our plug? Go
It's an
listen to
anal
Biggest
plug.
Problem in the Universe.
It's
you
not
stream,
just
you stream
Melton.
24 hours a day because you got to fucking stream
They
feed
mention
all
our
day
show.
that Vito tried to
they
do.
mention our show.
They mention it like a one-off, like,
He says,
these guys
"Yo,
are
we'll be
involved
there,
too."
Biggest
It's
Problem
like
will
you're
be
selling
there.
fucking magazines. Plug the show, like, go listen to the show. Go listen to the show. Go listen to it. Nick
Look.
Ricada's on. Vito's on, who's a big friend of, wink, wink.
Shut up. We're all going to be in Vegas. We're all going to have fun. It's going to be a fun event. And if you're a fan of the show and the other shows and whatever else, you should come out and hang out with us. That's it.
Emphasis on the come.
Come. Yeah. Maybe Aaron Imholt's going to be there boxing for some fucking reason.
I'm going to rape him.
Good. I think you should. Come watch Dick Madison rape Aaron Imholt. It's going to be a
gonna look
show
him in
you
the
can't
eyes.
forget.
No,
all
I'm not
right.
going to look him in the eye. I'll look at a lady.
Let's bang through these super chats. Strategy for 2. Hey, Veets, how are you? Hey, Dicks. All good. We're doing good. Coup for 2. Thanks for not killing yourselves. Thank you. Coup for another 5. When is the biggest coffee in the universe going on sale? I miss New Project
I miss it
Brew.
too. It just wasn't worth it.
Yeah, it's-
I mean, that's the difference between me and like all these other guys. I'm like, oh, that's it's just not making money.
It's a waste
It's a fun
of time.
idea, but it's not making money. I'm
My
done.
merch store
You don't go,
was,
oh, if I bought an $80,000 K-Cup machine and got it sold on Amazon, then
Guys,
it would
I
be
need
working.
I need to be the lesbians.
my merch store was making a joke on a T-shirt on spring, and that's all that I cared about. I didn't care if anybody ever bought it because it was
Yeah.
free. Like you just make the joke.
Yeah.
It's like, look at this shirt I made, and then
funny.
and then that's it.
Do you remember when they had the O.J. Slammer, the O.J. Simpson
Bro,
Slammers?
I fucking had the guilty, not guilty.
The guilty,
OJ
not guilty
Pogs.
slammer?
They were fucking great.
If we made a Nick Ricada guilty, not guilty slammer, I want one.
You want everything though.
Well, I'm going to 3D print one then, and then I'll be the only one who has one.
That's cool.
okay.
Pogs are back, by the way.
That's
I don't
awesome.
know if you saw.
It's really cool of you to do that.
I would be cool. Well, we're going to make them. Cameron for 2. Be honest, Vito. From 1 to 10, how mentally ill are you? 10. Balder for 2. I'm sorry, Vito. Would you like a pizza? I would.
Pizza this dick.
Pizza
in your
this
ass,
dick in my ass.
mouth,
Yeah,
in
how
your
about
mouth.
a pizza these nuts? I was getting to that, but feel free to skip ahead. Britzman for 2. I hope Ice raids Dick so he can taste his own bigotry.
Yeah, me
Dribbles
too.
for 5. There was once a pig named Vito. Said Super Killer would be neato. It's still not out. He has a
Has
big
a big snout and he's constantly called a Vito. Baldur's Gate. How about a piece of these nuts?
We did that
Frog
already.
washing for 2. Excuse me, rotundo. Where's my refundo?
It's coming
You're
very
getting
soon.
very
you're
good at
slacking
rhyme
the
on your
refund.
I
channel.
refunded a couple people. so we're
Nah,
good.
people are fucking
There's like
pissed.
one
People
guy.
are pissed at you.
That's fine.
Just
They're not
send
going to be
them $200
unpissed at me.
What's the deal?
It's not $200.
It's $300.
I refunded the 3 guys who wanted a refund. Jay-Z Denton for 5. Are you guys going to review A Working Man? It's based on a book written by Chuck Dixon. No. Jay-Z for 2 says, Vito, can you ban me on Twitter? Absolutely. FYE for 2. Love the show. Thanks, guys. Lawrence Devaney for 2. Biggest narrative in the universe. We got a new narrative that's been broken.
Oh, yeah. You want to do a bonus episode on that?
We might have to do a bonus
Eric
episode.
July, F-U-N.
The second installment
F-U-N Eric.
of
F-U-N
I'm
Eric,
not
they call him.
participating in
Because
the
he's about
F-U-N
fun.
Eric.
It's about fun. F-U-N.
I
Eric.
understand the meme.
It's
I
fun.
love when a guy's like,
It's about fun.
when they do
Ethan
the
Van Sciver
struggle,
said it.
they do the struggle session video. They're like, look, guys, I just want to come on here. I want to have fun.
I just want to
It's
have
like, you look like you're being murdered right now. Like, this doesn't seem fun at all. I'm tired of talking about this other. I just want to keep talking about
I just
these
wanna have
fun
fun.
I just want to have
subjects.
fun, baby.
I just want to have fun.
Fuck.
I've never thought that. Never in my life. I'm like, gosh, I just want to get back to having fun. Aw.
Don't have
I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
don't have too much fun, guys.
Eric July
Trust
has
me.
a new documentary. Part 2 has dropped. We're probably
Yeah,
going to do it as
it's
a bonus
called
episode because,
FUN.
again, it would take another 2
Fun.
hours to go through it.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to sign up at
Subscribe.
patreon.com.
Yeah,
Says
subscribe.
biggest problem, this one will not be public.
F-U-N, number
This
2.
one will be a legit privated bonus episode. Let's see. SB. I also wanted to mention, speaking of merchandise,
You start reading a chat and then you stop.
well,
he's horrible.
here,
at that.
shut up.
Autism.
Dick, you like t-shirts, don't you?
Okay.
No.
Do we have black?
What
the
color
black Trex Me?
t-shirts?
Do we have black Trex Me?
What color t-shirts
Black.
are your
Do we have
favorite?
black Trex Me?
Well, why don't you head on over to killdozer.industries
Yes!
and take a quick look to see if I actually don't know if it worked or not. I think it worked.
.com.
No,
dot
dot
industries.
industries.
Dot industries. I don't know who this is. You got it.
Someone who had this
Killdozer.
idea already.
There's the Trucks Me shirt.
Okay, black, large. Yes.
Ah, look at that. There it
Yes,
is.
You did it.
Cool.
I think, you know what I think? I think it was available, just not in, I think it was only small and super small were sold out the whole time. I don't know. Whatever. It's working now. You can get a black
It was always
shirt.
available.
It was always
You
available.
fucked it up somehow.
I didn't fuck it up. Clearly,
Obviously,
fucking
obviously
Printful
all
fucked
the
it up.
black shirts in the world were not sold out for a year and a half. Shithead.
I think something happened where black shirts went out of stock, and then when they came back into stock, it didn't repopulate the
Okay.
store.
The last time black things went out of stock, we
They
had a
don't
war.
send me a message saying, "Hey, it's back." You gotta like I had to fucking add the
Okay.
whole thing. It was a
Okay.
whole thing.
Okay, you did it. You did great. Thanks.
Thank
Can you
you.
finish the
Fucking
super chat you
chats.
started
Read 'em.
12 minutes ago?
SB for 5. I wish where Eric went all in on his gay space guy stuff. Zalen, what fucks must suck would
Yeah,
have
that's
been
cool.
hilarious. Hot Fart Dingledor for 5. Using all the characters in super chat. That's pisses me off.
That pisses me off.
LJ Clavarina for 2. Rich, are you giving your son the circumcision
No,
snip
fuck
cry?
no.
Balder for
I'm giving
2.
him a bigger wiener.
Well, good luck with
More
that.
flesh on the wieners. That's my idea.
Balder for 2.
Skin
Vito, I
graft
hate
another
you.
baby onto him.
You really gotta keep an eye on him in the hospital though. There's just Jewish guys running through the hallways with scissors. You're gonna be like, stay out of there, leave him alone.
I know. I called. I'm flying Nick Fuentes in.
Good. Keep
To
an eye
man
out.
The doors. Kanye's gonna be there. I'm like, look, guys, I'm not joking around.
The delivery nurse is like a woman with these curly sideburns.
Yeah.
Come on to you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Brown.
Stop, bitch!
What was your
Stop
birth?
right there!
What was your birth name? Nothing.
Brownstein.
Brownstein and Switz. Get the fuck
Oh
out of
man,
here.
I spilled all these pennies everywhere. What's happening?
He's just bent over. Yeah, you just throw a bunch of pennies in the hall, and any doctor gets on his knees to grab them. You go, not him, not him, not him. That guy. That's my doctor.
Armenians are kind of like Jews.
Yeah, well, those you can spot a lot easier.
They're good. We have an Armenian doctor. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe
good.
it's Maddox. Fucking peel his head off.
You should invite Maddox just for the
For
fun
the
of it.
birth
Yeah,
of
why
my
not?
baby?
Yeah, so you can watch
I mean, it's
the
kind of
birth.
like he's responsible for it,
You
right?
can
Yeah,
video
he is.
it
Yeah.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Go
Video
Maddox.
it.
Look, all
Maddox
your
can video it.
desperate
Body cam?
all your desperate pleading and pathetic crying.
I do kind of feel
Birth
like it is.
life.
He's probably
Yeah.
read a WikiHow on how to deliver a baby just in case he ever needs to.
You're probably right.
I know I'm right. That wasn't a joke. That was dead serious.
Shoebox Kingdom for 2. Obligatory mention of Vito's head scum trademark. Stu K for 2. When life gives
Did
you
you see
lemons,
the copyright
you eat
trademark
them.
thing on the ISOM statue?
I did see that.
No.
You did see that?
He put ISOM.
No, yeah.
What was it? It was a copyright with a TM
Yeah,
neck over
copyright
the word
TM.
copyright, and you're like,
Yeah.
that's not how you do that.
No.
Gabe Oy for 10 says money. Thank you. Fashionably unemployed for 2. You should look at the Glenn Haywood thing going on. Who's Glenn Haywood?
Not for $2. I
Hey,
won't.
would you blow me?
Hey, would you blow me? Fucking Christ, he got me. Majanga for 5. Jokes are funny and super chats are super. George Sears. Ian Miller for...
That's a name from the past. Is he a bad guy?
George Sears.
Weirdo.
He like went crazy and then went uncrazy. I don't even know. I got a message from him the other day. He's just like he just said a bunch of sweary stuff.
Well, Ian Miller
I
for
apparently
50
disappointed him.
is demanding booty, and I think we will oblige. Hot Fart Dingledorf for 5. Streamers being late and gay. That's pisses me off. Camera for 2 says, Nick, is that dandruff?
Yeah, I'm sitting next to Vito.
Yeah. Purple Possum for 50. Can we make a trip during Hackamania to the Heart Attack Grill so we can check out their cool scale outside? We will be close to the Heart Attack Grill because we are going to be on Fremont Street, which is fun.
Fremont.
Fremont.
It's not Fremont.
Whatever. I am going to go to...
How do you see that and say Fremont?
Well, there's not a second E. If there was a second E, I would clearly say Fremont.
Vito, I try to like you sometimes.
Okay, what do you call it? You ever?
It's just like fucking retarded.
Did you ever
It's
read Dune?
Fremont.
You ever read Dune? They're not called the Freeman.
Okay.
They're
what do you
called
like,
the
Gallagher?
Fremen. The
Yeah,
Fremen.
yeah.
There you go. I will be at the D playing their vintage horse racing mechanical gambling machine. If anybody would like to come, have you ever seen that thing, Dick?
No.
They have a classic 1950s mechanical horse racing gambling
one like with
game.
the-
Yeah, where they go, but it goes around like a circular track. It's the only one
cool.
left.
Still ripping people
It's
off.
very cool. Pineapple Man for 2, R.I.P. Melee guy. That's true. That guy who liked Smash Brothers killed himself because he wasn't allowed to play Smash Brothers anymore. People want me to talk about that, but I don't know enough about it. Johnny Rocket for 10. Did you hear the Impractical Jokers had not one, but 2 veto situations?
Oh, shit.
P.S. Back the Maniac. The Maniac currently available on Indiegogo. Is that correct? Check out The Maniac, spelled M-A-N-I-A-K. Written by Johnny Rocket and featuring art from our good friend Corgan. Hot Fart Dingledorf for 5. Everyone in this chat loves Nick. We're straight up Nickers. We like Nick. Nick is funny. Any other Nicker with me?
You're saying bad words.
Very terrible.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're saying that.
Hateful.
Word.
No, I'm not. I'm saying Nick. Dean Shock for 2. R.I.P. Hacks. The Shine God. Thanks for the show. Yeah, it is bad.
That guy was a bad guy. He deserved to
Stop
die.
it. What
Hacks?
the fuck is wrong with you?
Fuck him.
You always do this.
What was he saying? He was saying bad stuff.
He said a different Smash guy was like Hitler, and he got excommunicated from the whole thing.
Yeah, he's
for it.
comparing. He's like, just like saying people are Hitler.
Yeah, we've never
Fuck
done
him.
anything like that on this show.
I haven't. I haven't said someone's bad, so they're Hitler. So fuck them.
No, you said the reverse. Where you said, it's like the Holocaust because it didn't happen.
I didn't say that.
You said something close to that.
He deserved to die.
Don't say that. We do not want.
Why? He's
it is
dead.
sad that he died. I actually got a lot of grief because.
I'm not sad at all.
Did you see that his?
You're sad that Hitler died?
No, I'm not sad that Hitler. That was good.
He would go around all the time. You're Hitler. You're Hitler. You're Hitler.
I was getting called a Nazi all week because did you see?
Was he skipping like that too? Like
Yeah.
He was.
prancing?
Hax's mom posted, "Hey, he's in the hospital. He might die."
What does she weigh?
I don't fucking know what his
I
mom
don't care
weighs,
then.
man. But I was the only person she responded to, and she was like, "Oh, well, thanks for looking
Talk to
out
this
for
guy's
him."
mom.
Yeah, I talked to it. It was weird. I was getting all these messages from people where they're like, "Why is Hack's mom talking to this Nazi?" And I'm like, I barely even
I
know what's
see.
going on. But I was getting like all the Smash
How old
community.
is she?
I don't
hot?
fucking know, but apparently out of like
Does she have big tits?
out of the hundreds of people who responded to the situation, I was the only one where she's like, "Well, yeah, it is really bad. You know what's going
You
on."
have this. You do have this power where people will talk to you.
I'm very good. You know, Palmer Lucky follows me on Twitter.
That's insane.
That guy's like a billionaire. I've
Yeah.
DM'd with Palmer Lucky about like, "Hey, what's going on,
Why
man?"
are you still poor?
I don't know. I'm really bad at. Well, I've tried to get him to
crazy.
come on the show, and he
Right?
was like, "I don't think it would be good for me to come on your podcast
Because he's
right
a pussy.
now." It would be fun to have him on. I'm also whatever. I'm followed by some weird guys. Yeah, I find it weird. It's because I have fun tweets. Everyone likes my
It's
tweets.
the Epstein network. All these guys are
All the
child
Epsteins.
molesters.
No, Palmer Lucky is not an Epstein. Palmer Luckey is saving America with drones.
What does that guy's mom look like? Hax's mom.
I don't know, man. I'll shack up with Hax's mom in her time of grief. She clearly likes me.
Just look.
I'll
Look what
find
she looks
out.
like.
A Jew H for 10. Nice to see you, Mr. Rackets.
Hey, thanks.
LJ Clobberino for 2. How much gooning is too much gooning?
Not. It's never enough.
Never enough. Johnny Rockets for 5. Cool to see Nick and Rick together again. Also, potentially criminal lost a lot of weight. Oh, wait. That guy is
Oh,
big.
did he? Because he was fucking fat as fuck.
No, he's saying I'm...
His wife was fat. Oh, he didn't lose the weight.
He downgraded from a couch
he's
to
saying,
a love
he's
seat.
saying that I'm less
you've lost
fat
weight.
than potentially criminal,
Shit,
who is a
okay.
big fat piece of
Sorry,
shit.
I messed up. Sorry to potentially criminal as well.
Never ever talk.
How's your
to him.
relationship with Yellow Flash these days?
Oh, it's been bad for a long time.
He said
Yeah.
he's going to fight Vito.
Yellow Flash is gonna fight
He
you?
wanted. He
Yeah.
said he would fight me
Cool.
if he saw me, and I said, "Well, why don't we,
Yeah.
set it up? We'll make it happen." And
He says he's going to beat the cum out of him.
I don't know about. And then he said, "I was at Comic-Con. I would have fought you if you came to Comic-Con." I'm like, "Bitch, I didn't
Yeah.
fucking know you were at Comic-Con. I don't fucking know. I don't keep track of your schedule." Trying to be like, I ducked the. If he said, "Come to Comic-Con, we'll fight," I would have been like, "All right,
Yeah.
let's do it."
Yeah.
But
do
instead,
it.
I had to, keep track of his schedule and know where the fuck he was. Nuck and
Crazy.
Futz for 10. Biggest problem in the universe, aside from Vito's sockless feet, are food enablers. No help is needed to stay fat, let alone encourage someone else to stay fat. Everyone needs to lose 20 pounds.
True.
MC Lightsaber for 10. Nick needs to sing a cover of Push It to the Limit. It would definitely be better than Eric's cover of Chop Suey or the other Screamo emo songs he did.
Damn. I would just do. I would do that song, but
Be a man.
No, I-
from Mulan.
I can't think of the title. But I love the cocaine. I love the cocaine.
I mean, you
that's
could
the
just
song
do
I
Eric
would
Clapton.
Down
Okay.
to the
No, no.
ground,
do.
cocaine.
That's not Eric Clapton. What the fuck song was that? Damn it! I'll fit it.
I need a new drug. That would be a good
I
one.
need a new drug.
Utah-based Armenia for 2. Nice to see the kingpin of the cornfields again. Pigeon for 10. Holy shit, a lawyer. Jersey for 10. Imagine Eric having a lawyer on stream so he can hit him with some razzmatazz.
Buck Cherry. Buck Cherry lit
Yeah,
up. That's
Buck
the
Cherry.
song.
But as soon as he brings up his 3D asset comic book scam, it trucks dicks
Trucks
in my
dicks in
ass.
my ass.
Nobody wants that dicks and Veets. Glow in the Dark CIA for 5. Sorry for spamming horse puss in your Discord that one time, Mercada. Hope you and your family are well. Go fuck yourself. Shoebox Kingdom for 5. I'm not going to be mean to Nick. I've missed him. Good to see you back, buddy.
Why'd you say that first part about I'm not going to be mean then?
I don't know.
Like, what are you? What the hell is that? I'm not going to be mean. Who's that
But like,
for?
you can be mean. It's fine.
I think he's saying other people are being mean, but he doesn't want to make light of the situation or tease the man.
Just say it's good to see you back. Why is there the I'm not going to be mean to
I
you?
think he's saying he
Okay.
disapproves of the people making jokes about the situation.
Then say that.
Yeah. Chirixis for 2. American Beauty was a terrible, horrible, bad movie.
I
you love
agree.
that movie.
You're
I
obsessed
agree.
with
Now
that
I live
movie.
my
It's
life
interesting.
like a day man.
K to the Swiss for
Day man?
5.
Day
Nick,
man?
get your lanky ass back on the internet, fucker. I don't care about your feelings. I want to laugh again just once before I die.
We'll try and make it happen.
Renoxis for
die?
5.
You have to promise to kill yourself after you laugh.
Well, Renoxis for 5 says, I'd love to have a Vito plushie, but I didn't qualify. Fuck me, I guess. You can still buy one if you're a Patreon follower, if you really want one. Claptrap to Destroyer for 5. I'm just glad my good friend Nick is on this episode. Clip Simon for 2 says, Nick, what did you think of Vito's thumbnail of you?
I didn't see it.
It was when you got arrested. You were behind bars. It was a nice mugshot you had, I thought.
That was my mugshot. I love that thing.
That mugshot's pretty good because you got this, like, Charlie Brown fucking aura about you. You
reminds
know?
me-
Charlie Brown.
It reminds me of Nicolas Cage in Raising Arizona.
Somebody ripped the
His
football
mugshot where he's
out.
got the black eye, and I was like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
It's a good mugshot. Hazman for 2, Knicker with the Coke, Frog Tony for 2, small face podcaster and blackface lawyer, best duo.
$2, Frog Tony. You got more than $2.
No, he
Cheap-ass
doesn't. Frog
motherfucker.
Tony's saving up. Utah-based Armenian for 2. We all know it's powdered donut on Vito's lip. There are donuts upstairs. And I had a little bit. Davey the Dope for 5. Nick, who wins in a fight between Vito and PPP?
Vito by a wide margin.
How tall is PPP? He looks short.
He's tall.
Is he?
He's like
Yeah, he's
he's
tall.
like 6'2" to 6'4". somewhere in there.
Interesting. LaGuandan T-Rex for 2. You look like Chewbacca Jabba and a Jewish lawyer. 0.024 for €6. My right-hand me can't finish me off normally after surviving a stroke, and my bitch is in rehab. That pisses me off.
me off.
Missed Nick's beak. So he's having trouble masturbating.
That pisses me
My
off.
right
That's
hand
what you
can't
gotta say.
finish me
That
off.
pisses me off.
That's
You got to go
pisses
with
me
your
off.
left hand, man.
Yeah, you got to be a lefty. Black Crimson for 5. You guys have had a lot of good guests on the show, but can you try and have on Phil?
Dark Side Phil?
Probably Dark
Sure.
Side Phil. Yeah, we should talk to that guy. I don't know. Justin Broderick for 5. Be careful, Dick. Nick will give your unborn child Coke like he did his kids. Come on.
And I give other people's kids way worse
Yeah,
drugs.
you're not wasting your Coke on other people's kids. You want your kids to
That's
be all
what the
energetic so they're
fentanyl's
running
for.
around, you know? There's a lot of fat kids these days. If only my dad
Yeah.
had given me Coke, I wouldn't, I would be doing
That
better.
is like the last person that needs Coke is a kid. Like,
They
how
got
do
a
you
lot of
even know
energy
it?
already.
Have some Coke.
You're just giving them the same superpower.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they have adrenochrome, is because it's just basically rich people super Coke.
I mean, it
Is your
takes
rip-
work to force feed women Coke. No, this is terrible. It smells terrible. I don't want to do it. Nothing about the hangover I want. A kid's going to run.
Well, as we remember, Black Crim, or who asked us if we were going to have Phil on? Oh, that was Black Crimson. He says, can you have on Phil? He then wanted to say, fill up on D's nuts, which is a terrible follow-up. Fork in the Burke for 2. Dosh for Rakeda. Don't blow it all at once. Lol. Davey Two Dope for 5. Nick looks fantastic. They should take his kids more often.
God damn it.
I did kind of think, like,
Hey, well, he looks
now that
good.
I'm having a kid, I'm like, oh, man, that was probably kind of a little bit
Probably good
awesome.
relief there.
A little bit.
Dirty Wop for 5. Good to see Nick. I'm proud to be a Nicker. Kate the Swiss for 5. Now that pisses me off. Trucks me. Aklovich for 2. Would you wear ladies' hosiery as a bit, Vito? Ha ha. Depends on the bit. Koof for 5. I have no idea what that means. For 5 from Koof. Nick, you got any Aaron Gosh you can tease for us? I need a hit. Keep me going until Hackamania. By the way, don't forget the meat fridge.
Yeah, he fucked a dog. Aaron Imhold fucked a dog. He texted me about it on Molly.
Yeah, he's been texting you a bunch on Molly about all the dogs he's been fucking.
It was like the first time I ever fucked a dog, and he told me about it.
I don't understand. All I
It's a
hear
Saint
about is that
Bernard.
the toe's been winning. Yeah, he's just winning all day.
Never not winning. Congrats.
He's getting the donos. He's got that. Does he have a co-host
The
still?
dog was named Donos.
Donos, yeah.
It's a Saint Bernard named Donos.
I'm
he fucked to stay warm.
Dick deep in donos, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's just excited about all the donations." He didn't know it was a
I said,
dog. Ariane, the vegetarian for 5. Only people married to the person they lost their virginity to, who was also a virgin and never had fun experimenting before marriage, can talk crap.
Yeah,
What?
I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
G-Dash for 20. Make fun of Yellow Flash. Force Ricardo to watch Beyond the Narrative 2 by Eric July. Oh, I can't force this man to watch that
You
nightmare.
think this comic's gonna be good? Yellow
No.
Flash? You don't think his comic's gonna be
No,
good?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Like,
Did he ever try to send it to you or anything?
no. Like, he hadn't. I don't think he'd even started working on it when he got really pissed off at me for something
For
that
cocaine.
I didn't do
Yeah.
to him at all. So
Because he's fucking a pig. That's why. Because he brought a sheep. I heard the story that Yellow Flash brought a sheep home to his wife, and he said, "This is
Go
the pig
on.
I'm fucking." And his cop wife said, "That's a sheep," and he goes, "I was talking to the sheep." Yellow Flash said that. Can you believe that? Melanie Mack told me that. Melanie Mack told me that.
Melanie Mack told
Yeah.
you that. Well,
She was at the horse.
She prayed
Throwing a
about
lot
it.
of
She was at the
goss.
dumb whore clinic.
There's been a lot of goss
Yeah.
lately.
she
She
prayed
said-
about it later though, so it's fine.
Yeah, she was at church. We go to the same church.
There's a lot of behind the scenes going on with some of those guys. It's a
And
lot
she said
of
Yellow
weird,
Flash
wacky stuff.
brought a sheep home to
Yeah.
his wife, who's a cop.
I don't want to go too much into drama, but is there anyone who's really wronged you? You feel like worse than anyone else?
Yeah.
The Nate the lawyer shit is pretty wild because it seems like you
That
were
came
really
out of-
nice to that guy.
That came out of fucking nowhere. It's
Yeah.
like I would never promise to
Classic.
give people money.
Classic.
Like I would never promise to
Right.
pay someone to be on my show.
Like
'cause,
Stanley Livingston.
And I hate to
shit.
say it, whenever I saw Nate the lawyer, I said, that's that guy who hangs out with Rakeda. Like, you made him, as far as I know. I didn't know who the fuck he was before you.
Nate's really good at making short video content. Like he hits these subjects, they get 4 or 5 million views. He's awesome at it.
Yeah.
And like so
So what does he need your fucking money for?
I don't know. Like
Okay.
and it was like you know I would never pay you. Like, look at me, I'm Jewish.
Look at the nose on this
It's
motherfucker.
not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was like the most offensive part. Is like the idea that I would even suggest paying someone. Like I did say, I plan on giving you guys some gifts or whatever, and I did go to their streams and gave them super chats. Which
Seems great to just get a couple $100 for hanging
where you
out and
messed
talking
up.
shit.
it was a couple $100 that I wouldn't give anybody
Right.
else. Like I'm not gonna come.
How much do you super chat this fucking show? Well, every once in a while,
Done it a
I
couple
might see
times,
like
yeah.
$5, but
Yeah.
we're not getting that Ricada love.
Yeah, no, fuck you guys.
Is there anybody who broke ties that it like really hurts? Where you're like, of all the people,
Yeah, a ton of them.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's hard.
Sucks.
Yeah, especially people who
Have any
tell
of
me
them
glad
drugs.
it was
have
like-
any of them reached out and been like, try to mend fences and
Yeah.
been like,
EVS
nobody.
didn't fuck you over.
I
Ethan
guess,
Van
like,
Sciver likes
I don't
you
think
still.
so.
Sciver.
No, EVS has been very, very nice to you.
There are a couple people who've been
EVS
like,
was too nice to you, though, where he said
And there-
some of the stuff he was saying where it's like, well, you know, sometimes in a household, you know, dad and mom are fucking up and the kids got to take care of the other kids. It doesn't really matter. And I'm like, don't say that.
Funny.
sometimes your parents are degenerate drug addicts, but it's normal. It's normal. I'm like, EVS is not a good defense of Ricada.
there are a bunch of people who have been like still good friends, but have been like, dude, you really fucked up here, here, and here, and you need to fix these things. It's like, well, yeah, I got it.
Okay, thanks.
Like I already
Yeah.
know. Like I figured that
Hey,
out when I got.
drugs are bad. Cool, thanks, man.
I figured this
never
out when
heard
they-
I'm gonna-
I've literally never heard that before. Wow.
But I said this somewhere else. But it's like once the government takes your kids, like
The government's the problem.
the other
Yeah.
people talking to you and being like, oh, you fucked. It's like, go away.
The government has my kids.
They took
Eat
my
shit.
children. I'm
Yeah.
not worried about what you say anymore. So I helped a lot of people. I never really asked them for stuff. When they would shit on me, I'd just be like, I don't care. Like, don't do your show. And those people stabbed me in the back. Almost all of them knew I was doing cocaine. I offered it to some of them. Some of them took it. Like, and then they're
I hate
like,
to say it, the idea of a
oh my
lawyer
God, I
taking
can't-
cocaine like just feels
No,
right
that's
to me.
crazy.
I'm like, whoa, I've never heard of this.
they're like,
A guy who like
I
you
can't
know,
believe he was
An
doing this.
entertainer is doing cocaine and he's a lawyer?
I can't believe
Wait
it.
a minute.
so it's like,
And then
there's-
they go, man, I love Robert Downey Jr. in that new fucking Iron Man movie, and you go, oh, shut the fuck, come on.
it's like there's a shitload of things that happen. It's like, you guys, like you don't even have to be performative about this. Like I know I fucked
Fuck
up.
off, guys. Fuck off.
Like just I don't get it.
It was the sanctimonious.
Nate the
the
lawyer's not even
sanctimonious
black.
tweets were the worst of all these guys
So
being like,
yeah.
I just really want to. I hope Nick finds God and finds himself.
Or how
and,
about the
you
guy?
guys are lucky we can't say the F slur.
you know, he was so good. He was so good.
How about
He
the
was so
lawyer
good, and now he's
who
not
makes
good.
a public proclamation that he will represent me for free? Has a
that
phone
fat
call
ass?
with me. No, DUI guy.
Oh, okay.
He has a phone call with me, considering like he's like, look,
I'll represent you.
here are the terms. I'll
Yeah.
represent you if you just cover some of these expenses and
I'll
like,
fly out.
Even if I'm not representing you alone, like it can be part of your team because he's not licensed in Minnesota and stuff like that.
Right.
So we have this conversation in contemplation of me retaining him, and then he makes a public proclamation that his offer to represent me is rescinded. And I'm like,
because of the test.
and
the
like,
fucking
holy
cocaine
fuck,
test.
that is wildly unethical.
Yeah. Wait. Did he publicly say I want to represent you ahead of time?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's like, dude, that's like fucked. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna help you actually.
It's like, dude, that's
I don't know about this test of this one little girl.
and. For the record, he knows nothing about it. He never contacted me about the test. He never did anything. So he knows nothing about it at all. He just was like,
Contacted me to solicit male prostitution. He said, "I'll suck your cock."
It's weird how all these guys come to you in
They
confidence.
do. What was his name?
The DUI.
The DUI
lawyer.
guy.
I
He
wanna-
said, "I'll suck you. I'll suck you from the
Yeah.
back. I'll dig my nose in your
I'm not
asshole."
surprised,
I was
not at
like,
all.
bro,
He sent me a
that's-
message. He said, "Hey, do you actually know where to get CP?" And I said, "No." He's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he said, "I love child pornography. Can I get some?" I was like, "Man, that's just a bit that we do.
This is a
That's not
comedy
real."
show that we're doing here.
like
Yeah,
that.
he's a weird freak.
So when you say, "Oh, I'm gonna represent this guy for free," and then you make a public proclamation in reaction to something that you don't know about, and you're like, "Oh, I'm not gonna represent this guy," it makes it look like it's valid, and he has no idea about
He's
it.
not a part of it. He's
and it's
not
like,
even, yeah.
dude, that's like
Yeah, it really pissed
that's
me
an
off.
ethics violation. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. A
It's
bunch
like
of
that.
it.
It's like that Superman comic where he goes, "I'm gonna save this guy from a burning building," and then he goes, "Never mind, that guy's a pedophile." And you go,
Never mind, that
Superman,
guy's
you can't
fucked."
say that. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jay Glover for 10. Biggest problem in the universe is apps that get changed around for no discernible reason, just so someone can pretend to be working at Spotify.
That's true.
Who keeps sending us emails trying to get our show on their platform, and then when I say, "Well, how much money are you offering?"
Say,
they
"Show me your
go,
pussy."
"None." Unpleasants for 5. Hey Nick, do you go to court dressed like that?
No, I'm usually wearing an orange jumpsuit.
It's a good look. Ariane, the vegetarian, for 2. I have 6 kids and struggle with daydreaming about jail. Oglovich for 5 here. Biggest problem, we don't condone road sodas, but let's not pretend we haven't all played slalom on suds with the road Meridian once or twice.
It's cool.
Charles Baker for 5. Hey, Vito, talk about Chrissy Mare's hooters like Mickey Rooney.
Please
Oh,
don't.
she got a good hooters. I did a fucked up version there. Bob Twilliger for 10. I got to meet both you guys in Philly. You signed my Andrew Bronca book. Don't ever let the bastards get to you. Dick, what programming language do you use? Do you like either Python or C#? Oh, JS sucks.
Python or C#? Fuck you. I'm not answering that shit. Blow your
Lawrence
brains out.
Devaney for 5. The left can't
Rust,
meme.
actually.
But wait, what are you using?
Rust and Node.
Okay. The left can't meme. The right can't make decent coffee. I will not have it if it's not served by a tattooed rainbow-haired barista. It's true. The left makes good coffee because, you know, coffee's gay and they make it good and gay. Clay Early for 2. Super chat. Drink by Ryan Ogden for 2. Nick is the best Kiwi stopper. Poop Street Steak for 2. Paracer Justos. Does it count in other languages? I don't know what that means. Jack Rockstar for 5. Didn't you guys do tow radio thing of Super Chat 250? We'll watch the Eric July vid.
Shut up, Jack
Steel
Rockstar.
Show
Fuck
tricked
you.
us into
Fuck
doing
you,
that. He
Jack
said it was a good
Rockstar.
idea.
Suck a dick. Fuck you.
We put it out
idiot.
for real. Pineapple Man for 2. Best episode in a long time. Shout out to Schmidt. Hazmat for 2. Wings and Vito are similar uncouth bastards. Mange, Truck Cappy Davis for 2. There was a Swiss Miss Oktoberfest girl. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
The Oktoberfest girl.
She was
not
8.
whatever little girl popped into your head that you immediately searched out. I was thinking of the Oktoberfest girl. Kay Swindle for 5 says she's Swiss Misses now. She was kidnapped by migrant groomers.
Yeah, raped.
Blanco Boy for 5. R.E. Chrissy Mare, I'm a 40-year-old virgin, and somehow Vito still sounded like a bigger incel last week. I enjoy talking about milk
You
tits.
do sound like an incel when you're talking to girls.
Yeah. That's fine.
Glad we resolved
Girls
that.
are gross. LJ Clavarino for 2. Big Problem in Eric July Part 2. Electric Boogaloo. Could be a bonus episode coming to you soon. Willie Dingus for 5. Nick took his kids to the water park now that the Winter Wonderland is closed.
It's true.
Gabe, no more snow skiing for the rickety children. Gabe Itch for 4,000 for $7. Vito's morning routine: 1, wake up; 2, take a huge shit; 3, get out of bed; 4, jerk it to Mrs. Buttersworth. Energy King for 2. Miss you, Nick, man. Come back to the island. The Jerry and Coke for a big $20 on the board. Thank you. Love you, Dicks and Veets, but especially my favorite internet lawyer. Glad to see you back on my favorite show, Nick. Malarkey for 5. Hey, Nick, can't wait for you to return to the top of the law tube pile. I would have given more, but I just learned I'm going to need to buy a new car. Don't make excuses for why you didn't give us more money.
$20, you cheap piece of shit. Fuck you.
Renoxus,
It's a Camry versus a Corolla, man.
Renoxus
Get the
for
fuck
5.
outta
Vito thinks being an idea guy is something worth mentioning. Straturgery for 2. Classic Vito wearing his Nagard shirt today. Yes, I'm wearing my Nagard shirt because I'm reversed in the camera. .024 for 2. Cockroach on the brain. CAT scan of your head now. Oglovich for 2. Nobody can figure out John Dishwasher's powers, though. John Dishwasher's a good name. Everyone agrees. Zeta Quicksell for 5. Guys are from the future, and Vito's films are finally set to premiere in 2084. All hail Vito. The
Hail
Adventures
Vito.
of John. I think Vito is... Tiki the Mighty for 5. I think Vito is confusing Swiss Miss with the Sun-Made Raisin
Yeah,
Girl.
I think so too.
Almost thought we had another Mandela effect on our
Not
hands.
pedophile.
Not I didn't even know there was a little Swiss Miss girl. I've never seen that in my life. The Squid for 20. Vito, MLK Jr. had dreams too, but that doesn't mean they're good ideas. I agree, they're not good ideas.
Strategery for 5.
Except for
Imagine
John
buying
Dishwater,
Vito's
which is the
consent dom.
John
To practice
Dishwasher.
lawful relations, but when you open it, it chucks dicks in your ass. Nobody wants that. My comfort 2. Kickstart this condom idea. See if there's interest. Manage Truck Cappy Davis for 2. John Disher. Catch phrase dishing out
He
justice.
dishes out justice.
Man Ray for 20. Vito could single-handedly solve anti-Semitism by making this consent convo go viral and then revealing he's not Jewish.
There's grifters out there who aren't Jewish, folks. They're mostly
Bizarre
Italian.
Gaming guides for 2. Question for Piggy. Is comic still coming by the end of March as promised? No, don't answer that because they didn't spend enough money
They
to
didn't
get
spend
all the
enough money to get
characters.
the answer.
The Gentleman Sausage for 5. Welcome back to the world of the living nose man. May A.A. Ron spend the rest of his days in a chair in the corner for his crimes. Flirk and the Blurk for 2. John Dishwasher and the evil Danny Clock Cleaner. Wings 2070 for 2. Vito Sissification inbound. Paging Dr. Don Wario.
Why do we got to page Dr. Don Wario?
Are you afraid of him? Are you afraid of
Are you
Dr.
Frank
Don
Hassel
Wario?
has hassled men into
You got
jail.
fucked by Riley. Frank Hassel would send you
I did
into
not
another
get
dimension.
fucked by Riley.
Oh,
If anything, all right.
Okay.
Denying it very hard there.
Colonel J, the sheriff for 5. What does Rackets think about fat dudes who drink 6 liters of diet soda a day?
Everyone I know who drinks diet soda is fat except for 2 people.
Noel was saying that he drank 6 liters of diet soda every day.
6 liters?
That does
said
not
that,
surprise me at all.
Holy shit, that's a lot of fucking soda.
That's a
How?
lot of soda.
I don't
Up the
drink
ass.
that much soda.
He said he would drink one and shove the other one up his ass and shake it up.
I drink these little lemon lime primes with only 10 calories, but I drink like maybe 2 of these a day. And then I drink some water.
Eric July
little
Eason,
lemon in it.
For 10, Vito, letting the femboy move in would solve so many of your problems. He could get your house clean, cook for you, and keep your lonely ass
The
company.
femboy doesn't want to pay rent. That's
Kyle-
the bigger issue.
Kyle for 5.
If the
Nick,
femboy
would
said, "And I'll give you $750 a month," I'd go maybe.
you want money. You want money to get fucked.
I don't want to. I'm not giving a look. Fucking your ass might be a good time, but I'm not giving you free room and board.
Why not?
It's I don't.
It's like you're married.
How often do I want to fuck the femboy's ass? Really?
I don't know. You're the
Pretty
queer.
often, I'm guessing.
It's a whole thing. You can't do it every day. You break them. You know, you got to space it out.
You've been breaking
Kyle
any-
for 5. Nick, would you co-sign being friends with Ethan Ralph and support me being friends with Ethan Ralph?
I don't care who's friends with who, and I'm not co-signing shit.
Death Trout for 5. Vito could have gotten the Columbia Mattress Girl sell consent dom. I'm like 15 minutes behind.
Could have got her. That's true. I think it was the consent. I think the mattress girl was around hot at the time.
Yeah, Eddie A.
I was like, mattress girl's making money selling her period blood smeared on a dirty mattress. I'm pretty sure a little form.
I can make a little taste.
I can make a little something here. I can get a taste of that.
88 for 2. Nick, as much of a joke as Aaron Himmel is.
That's terrible.
Aspartame brain tumor for
Kinda
2. Remember,
true.
the house always wins. Missouri for 2. Vito, I love how open your shirt hides the 400 pounds.
400 pounds right there.
Aklovich for 2. You can definitely find DZ on most narcotics. Aklovich for 2. He's nuts. Clipsama for 2. Nick has reunited with his partner. Oh, yeah. Wasn't that crazy?
That was
That's so-
He's your partner. It's like, what do you mean?
Man, it's just like so insulting that you chose to be this black on a stream with me.
He did give me
You
that
know?
great clip though, where he called me a white bread ass nigga.
He called you a fake ass internet lawyer, right? That Eric July.
I'm quoting a black man. It's fine.
My God.
It's not fine.
My God. He
You
used
can find
the
a quote
A,
for
right?
anything.
He's quoting rap lyrics.
Fat guy.
Why does he get to
for
call
2.
us it? You know, he called you the N-word. Horrible.
I know.
Horrible.
It's my word.
It's your
I'm
word.
at work, just popped in to say no shoes, feet out. Camry for 2. Nick, the bathrooms need doors.
No.
Obvious.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. Willie Dingus for 10. I'm imagining a bowl of the consentums at a college freshman year kickoff, and all the jocks grab the ones with the condoms in it and throw the foreign ones on the ground, and the nerds are scooping them up. It would be bad if you had like a sex party and the guy goes to grab one and he thinks it's a condom, then he gets in the bedroom and goes, "This ain't a condom."
It's a-
And he just throw. He's like, I guess I'm just raw dogging this bitch then.
Wait, the packages aren't together.
They'd be glued together, but like, you know,
so
it
fucking
could become detached.
It's so
Everything about this
fucking
idea is
stupid.
awful.
I agree. That was why it's a problem. Dream ideas are bad. Except
just like-
for Johnny Dishwasher, the greatest hero America has ever seen. And when Johnny Dishwasher comes in the room, you know the heads are going to turn.
Brian Ogden for 2. Be good, Nick. I believe in you.
Doug
Grumps
Grumps.
for 5. I missed you, Nick. I come buckets for 5. $3,000 for rehab. My rehab La Hacienda was $30K. I think you could get like way more for rehab. Fun fact: I broke 2 years of sobriety watching Nick's and Trek's New Year's 2021 stream.
Happy to help.
Brian Ogden for 2. Nick deserves our support.
MC Lightsaber for 5. Drugs are fun. Lawrence Devaney for 2. Nick, whatever happened to Ron Toye?
I don't know.
Joseph Fazio for 5. You mean President George Sears, a.k.a. Solidus Snake of the Los Enfant Terrible Project?
Yes.
Sport Nugget for 2. I understood that reference. When will Nick join EVS on Trashcast?
I don't know. Sometime, I'm guessing.
Anytime
You
soon.
got to hammer him for licking urinals.
Wait, what?
EVS.
I have not
Gotta
heard
get in there and
this.
hammer him right away.
Licking urinals is disgusting.
Ellen the chat for 2. Ellen the chat. Okay, for 2. Trucks me. That pisses me off. Mash off shirt,
That's pisses me off?
please. Oh, he wants a that pisses me off with a Trucks Me shirt. You want a double shirt.
Not for $2.
Big Boss for 2. DSP has half the sector co-hosting his show. How? I don't know. Tremendous Fatigue for 2. Thank you. Jacob for 10. Nicky Pooh's back at the studio. We are so back. Love you guys. I started watching both Nick and Vito separately. It's so good to see you two together. Massive love to Dick, Vito, Nick, and Johnny. Crixus for 2. That DUI guy is a Big Mouth fan. He was always sus. Hey, is Johnny coming to Hackamania? You should see if he wants to come. I know he's always busy. Dalton for 5. Vito, add the consent dumb to your lunchbox backers. Might as well. Big Boss for 2. Got any time for Warhammer, Nick? Books, etc.
I've not been reading anything.
Anime Hole Rapist for $50 says money. Thank you. And Mike Cuts for 5. Just got here. Nick, are you going to Hackamania?
Yes, I will be there Thursday and Friday,
Thursday
assuming
for
the
the-
court says okay.
It's okay.
For the big VIP dinner.
What's the game where we smash all the toys?
Rose Booty, a man who tweets about little boys. You're bad at this.
And
What's in the box? You know you want it.
Get on the scale.
So get on the scale or I'll smash you. You gotta wear the fucking headphones so you can hear the song. You ruined the whole fucking bit. Booty, Vito's booty. You're completely off the beat. Vito's booty.
Hey, what's it gonna be?
Sounds
What's
lovely.
it gonna be?
Well, Nick,
What's
are
it
you
gonna
familiar with
be?
this fantastic bit
If he
here?
doesn't weigh
I'm not.
himself, he's not losing any weight. If he doesn't weigh himself, then we smash his toys.
Give him the hammer.
This is the thing where you have to be less fat. This is good.
Yeah, this
I
is
like
the
this.
thing where I have
What's
to
it
be
gonna
less
be?
than. I
What's it
say,
gonna
in celebration of our great friend Nick Rekieta smashing his way out of prison to be here with us, why don't we too smash this glorious toy?
Okay.
Okay, no, don't smash that though. Wait, what is that? Oh no, these are cool. Hold on, let me keep one of these.
Nope, you're fucked.
No.
Hold on.
Wrong.
Just this one.
Wrong.
I just want this
No.
one. I just want
No.
this
You
one.
can't have it, Tubby.
You can't. Here you go.
Okay.
Smash it.
Sweet, I get to just smash.
Wait.
These
Like
are
a pile of them?
These are. Do we got to smash all 3? That's like 3 things.
Yeah, you do. Wait.
We each
Wait.
smash one, I think, right?
No,
I don't want to
wait,
smash
wait,
any
wait,
of them.
wait.
This is
Yeah,
a
we
nice.
can make fun of you for not
Okay.
trying hard enough.
These are nice Neo Geo little pads. They're nice. Just don't smash it too much. Oh, that's the Terry Bogard one. Oh,
Yeah, you fucked up. Because you wouldn't weigh
there you
yourself.
go.
Put it back.
It is. It's right there. They're all
Put
there.
it back. Do we take it out of the box and smash it, or
No,
just smash it in the box?
just smash it in the box. They're all the boxes are there.
No, there's one missing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's one missing.
What do you
It's
mean?
under his fat, disgusting foot.
Nothing's missing. All right, now they're all on the table.
God, I hate, why do you even care about this?
Why do you have a fucking chainsaw?
Because it's better.
You're gonna destroy that fucking Nick, get in there. Oh, not that one. That's a good one. No. God fucking damn it, man. Fuck. No.
Where's the third one?
Got it. It's fine.
Where's the third one?
I
It's
don't
over
fucking
there.
know. I don't know. They're all destroyed, okay? There.
I'm gonna knock over your drink.
I know you killed me.
This one you really like, so I'm gonna hit it harder.
Hit it.
This is a good bit.
You got it. It's done.
Because you wouldn't wait. Because you didn't lose weight. Because you were drinking sugary stuff. That's why this is
I
happening.
understand why it's
'Cause
happening.
That's why this is happening. Because you're not.
Lose the weight, you fat piece of shit!
You're not losing
Be
weight.
better!
Because you're not
Be a
losing weight.
person!
We gotta clean this table. This is more embarrassing
You need
than
to lose
losing
weight and be more responsible with your eating habits.
I'll try my best.
Well, you're not trying hard enough.
I'm gonna weigh 100 pounds by Hackamania. There you go. Guys, we had a great show. Thanks for everyone coming by.
You see what we had to do?
You had to.
This guy,
100%. You had to do
felonious
this.
drug addict.
100%. You had to bring in Uncle Nick to destroy all my Christmas presents. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you have fucked up.
Well, we got a couple more super chats here from Chrissy Mayer for $19.99. Wow, this show has really gone downhill.
Yes, Chrissy, he is still
Vito
barefoot.
still
I'm gonna chop those
barefoot?
toes off.
Thank you, Chrissy Mayer. Guys,
You're gonna try to pull your controller out of this. I bet.
I don't need.
We got it.
Now try it. Fuck you.
They're all. Stop! I got it. All right, I'm fat. What do you want?
You have to lose
We
weight.
want you to be skinny.
You gotta lose weight.
I'm
Like a
working on
human.
it. I'm working
You're
on
trying.
it.
You're not trying very
All
hard.
right, well, here's the list of Patreon subscribers, which is completely cropped out and incorrect. Thanks to everybody for coming by. We will be back soon. New bonus episode comes soon at patreon.com/biggestproblem. Vote on all the problems at Biggest Problem Show. And check out our good friend Nick Rekieta on YouTube, Twitter, and all other exciting platforms. We love you. Don't buy the Quarterings gay coffee. And Eric July is...
Review bomb the Quarterings coffee.
Yeah, go nuts.
Say it tastes like a dick. It tastes like a cum.
Yeah, say it tastes like
It tastes
cum.
like you raped a horse and then you drank your own cum out of its ass. Say that.
Fantastic.
Because the liberals are out to get you.
Oh, and make sure all your favorite internet retards complain about this show and all the jokes we made. And I can't believe they would joke about that. Nick really needs to get away from those guys.
I
Tell
do.
Mudahar to stop shitting in the street. You said that. I didn't say it.
did not say that.
I
You
didn't
said
say
it.
it.
You said it. You said it.
said it.
He blackfaced me. He blackfaced me.
I can't believe you said that.
Oh, my God.
I can't wait
He's
till
gonna
that
get
guy.
his buddy Cash Patel to come in.
Stop. Cut it. Stop.
I can't wait till that guy gets married.